player, and you're like, yeah, no, maybe this is still warping the meta a little bit. But
yeah, absolutely.
Speaking of Happy Chaos,
yeah, there he is, Gatmoe. That's a solid name.
that's solid.
But going to be going up against Bridget. Now, this matchup is interesting. Of course, Bridget's still developing, right? The newest character in Guilty Gear Strive. But they do have the range to really shut down a lot of Happy Chaos' options. And they also have that mix-up potential as well, if Vermillion ever gets the chance here.
That said, you're kind of close. It's just that you're now in block zone. Tap dust into the gunshot. Keds everybody. Don't worry about that one. Hold on to it. Just don't take the throw again.
Take any of this really, and there's the run up roll forward. Bridget's the one able to land the throw, immediately setting up some pressure.
Yeah, I've been starting to see that a lot more as the defensive option against roll is the throw, and it reminds me very early on of Leo players where they're like, if they go for the cross, just throw them. It's 2 frames, best defensive option in the game. You got that command throw coming out from Bridget. Neo looking to get back in, counter hit, but too far away for the second portion.
DRC though trying to chase down, gets with the far slash. There's the trade, and you see this is the thing that Neovermillion really needs to capitalize on. They were able to get Gatmoe in the corner. He nearly took the entire round, right?
Yeah, and even then, they Gatmoe got the hit, but went for the concentration because they didn't actually think it was on hit. So they get the round anyway, but it's still a tough matchup, right? Bridget has that meterless DP that you always have to worry about. The break stop actually hitting, that's something you don't see very often. Burst coming out here.
Able to escape the corner off of that botched command grab there, and now the pressure is on putting Neovermillion in the corner, but they immediately try to run out.
Easily hit up again, though. Health looking dead even. There's only 1 shot in the gun of Gatmoe as well, so that means they have to be able to get some distance, or even just, cheat one in, but that's exactly what they do. They get 1 bullet and immediately spend it on block.
Yeah, and now they're back up against the wall. Isn't able to convert off of the air hit there. Goes for the overhead mix-up off of the RC. Forces the burst out of Gatmoe.
Yeah, and that clone actually really tough to deal with, especially when you're fighting your way back into corner offense. But Brain Blast, here comes Roger.
That was a really unfortunate situation there for Gatmoe. They did get the gunshot. Could have gone into at least 1 more, maybe even the super to close it out, but they ran out of concentration.
We got the whiff DP, not the biggest punish, but Bridget doesn't have a ton of HP, so every little bit counts. Counter again into the Brain Blast. And these curses are tough to walk through. Bridget, she has some stuff that can really help dodging it, right? Like, she can really adjust the way her air approach is, but if you're just sitting back on the ground getting hit by curse after curse after curse, like, it's gonna add up.
Went a little too far away for the super to connect. That's unfortunate. Gatmoe capitalizing with the 6S, and now you are all the way back. But look at the resources. Gatmoe is consistently running out of bullets and running out of focus.
Yeah, the bullet one is honestly very problematic because you have so few chances to get a decent reload in, whether it's a 2K2D knockdown into giving up your Oki to get that reload in, or if you're just finding yourself full screen off of, like, I don't even know, just a counter hit like on that DP we saw. But I mean, they're able to take the game, so it turns out low resources aren't the end of the world for them. But that's something to definitely keep an eye on, because that is one thing that kind of showcases Happy Chaos players might not be the most comfortable on the character just yet.
Yeah, for sure. And Neovermillion is doing a really solid job of rushing down Gatmoe, catching them with that 5H to really get the pressure start, right? That is one of the strongest tools I think that Bridget has in this matchup, that 5H, allowing her to out-footsie Happy Chaos.
I just got super distracted by the Amogas next to Neovermillion's name, so I completely missed everything you said, but we're going to move on past that. Nice little sequence coming in here from Neo. But again, corner pressure not contained enough, and now Gatmoe gets the turn.
I love the backdash into BRC, but Gatmoe answering with one of their own. A bit of a scrambly situation here in the corner. Tries to reload right in front of Bridget's face.
Finally going to get the knockdown. Gets a couple bullets back in the chamber, and look at that. That button is tough to deal with. It is the jump heavy slash, and it shoots the gun, but you don't have to worry about bullets. It's the movie magic gun at that point.
Pulls out the second one, right?
Oh,
the
true.
real one.
Yeah, I forgot about the second one.
Oh, but
He's running two guns.
Yeah, only needs one to kick your ass out here, right?
True. At least until the overdrive comes into play. But look at that. Look at that concentration bar. Never mind. He overdrive.
Yeah, he's going to be able to break the wall here with the 6P.
Meterless, so no bonus Okazeme on the ground start, but able to just get the curse. And that's been, again, not something that Neovermillion has really been able to deal with. They haven't been able to capitalize on the extended range of Bridget and punish Gatmoe for just throwing curse after curse.
Oh, and speaking of a punish, there's a really solid whip punish with the 2K on that 2S from Bridget. And Gatmoe is going to get a 2-0 lead here in our first game.
Yeah, now I saw some discussion in the Discord about whether early rounds were 1st to 2 versus 1st to 3, and I think they said it was 1st to 3 the whole way through. I'm double checking again.
So that is definitely the hot topic on Twitter today as well in the FGC, right?
Well, they're running it back, so it's 1st to 3, but as a 1st to 3 enjoyer, I think every game should be 1st to 3 because that means I get to talk more, and that's why I became a commentator, is because I like to talk.
True, right? It allows us to get that out so that our loved ones don't have to deal with it.
Oh no, they're not spared, trust me.
Oh, but there we go, running up with the 6K. Trying to establish a little bit of pressure here. Actually, 2Ks underneath the Starship.
Yeah, the whip DP again, causing a lot of issues here for Neovermillion. Counter with that forward kick, and now what can Neo do to get even more damage, right? They get the corner control. Can they keep it, though? That's been a big problem for them so far. Great counter hit in the air.
Trying to go for Rock the Baby again, but Rock the Baby really only worked the first time that we saw it, right? Gatmoe has been able to respond every single time afterwards.
Yeah, I wonder if Neo could adjust into going for the air version, right? Because as you hold it, you're able to technically hit a grounded opponent. So if they went for maybe like a quick jump into the Rock the Baby but held it, it would take long enough that the backdash from Gatmoe would have happened, and then they would potentially be able to land afterwards. But we'll see if they even get that opportunity again, since it is set point here for Gatmoe. Red RC, no scaling anymore.
Taking all the way to the corner with kicks to my heart and baits out the burst. That's going to be a round here for Neovermillion. Let's see if they can keep up this momentum now, though, because like you said, it is set point here for Gatmoe.
That burst for Gatmoe, again, not great, as it means that they probably / definitely won't be getting another one this game. Whereas we look on the side of Neovermillion, it's also not looking like they'll get one, but we honestly never know at this point. So ERC trying to keep the pressure going forward. Tap Dust again, so problematic with the Hat's Chaos.
And the red Roman cancel just to get more hits done to reload some bullets, and now you're stuck in the wall slump. But Neovermillion able to escape. This is their chance to capitalize. Their one last chance. 2S 5H pressure.
Not in their favor. They get a regular throw. Starts up a little bit of pressure and just close slash into doom.
Oh, that is not what they wanted. You know they wanted to get a super there. And just like that, it's over. That is so unfortunate for Neovermillion. Down to the wire there right at the end.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure if the overdrive would have killed in that situation. It would have been pretty dang close. Received some love, some buffs to make sure that they can stand toe to toe with a lot of the other characters. However, Goldlewis again received a number of buffs. One of them being the drone no longer disappearing, and so we've been seeing him be crazy utilized. He won a TNS like 3 weeks ago too.
Yeah, I think that Goldlewis here is probably, a high-tier character now after the most recent patch. But right now, Crownthunder is doing an incredible job of controlling the neutral against Gold Phantom.
I was going to question you on high-tier, and then I was like, well, no, high-tier isn't solely for the S+ tier. So yeah, I think I could get on board with that.
Not top-tier, but definitely high-tier. He's definitely good.
He's better than mid-tier, right? Because if you consider Faust mid-tier, then yeah, Goldlewis is definitely better than that. But here we get the succubi, gonna go through the wall, and that should be a kill guarantee.
For sure. Also, I play Goldlewis, so I'm trying not to downplay him. He's actually garbage, but...
Listen, as a hitbox player, I can't play him, so you got that over me. I respect my hands too much.
Oh no, they were able to get the counter hit on the far slash, but went for the wrong Behemoth Typhoon, wasn't able to connect it. And there's the teleport to escape the corner. I love that decision from Crownthunder.
Yeah, good movement options coming in from Testament. A great challenge there with the 5P as well. Recognized that the Typhoon was quite a bit slower than it needed to be. But I'm super happy with how active Crownthunder is. Right, like Testament players, sometimes they don't always just a bare. Sometimes they try to play like slow and methodical, and then Crownthander's just like, I'm just gonna always be pressing buttons. You're Goldlewis. You're slow. You're big. You're a huge target. Just what are you gonna do?
Yeah, as you should. You need to just harass Goldlewis with that more zoning play style. The best Testament players absolutely know how to control the pace of a match. Once that flies out the window and your opponent starts to get aggressive on you, it can all crumble incredibly fast. So Crownthunder is doing an incredible job right now.
Especially against Goldlewis, right? Like, he can be a monster in the corner when he has you locked down and you're just getting hit with Typhoon, and you're slowly watching your HP bar just chip away because it's all chip. You're just like, man, I wish I was doing anything else with my life right now.
Yeah, and one unfortunate thing from Gold Phantom, though, is that whenever they were able to establish some pressure, they kept consistently going for the back forward, specifically the 4-2-6 Behemoth Typhoon, which is a frame trap depending on how fast your opponent's button is, and we saw Crownthunder was escaping from it constantly. Now they're changing up here, keeping the pressure on, and they're starting to get some reward.
Yeah, this is exactly what I was just talking about. The PRC, get it, pulls out the Skyhook, the minigun to just cause more chaos. Nice jump over the Grave Reaper, the tempo burst. Gotta be careful. Might forget that Testament has a frame 1 reversal.
Oh, pulls up the gun again, but the Grave Reaper traveling. There's the nice teleport immediately into the low. Gold Phantom in a sticky situation and runs right into the Arbiter sign.
Arbiter sign's such a wonky move. If you look at the numbers and then see how it works in the game, you're like, that's not right. Something's clearly wrong here. But nope, Dustloop is correct, chat. They know what they're talking about.
Yeah, you just have to know how to use it. That's the specific thing, right? It's not something that you can just throw out consistently to harass your opponent. It needs to be used in specific situations, and Crownthunder is doing a great job of that and doing a great job of locking down Gold Phantom here in the corner.
Succubi to get the Stain State on the other side of the wall as well, going for the 6H damage boost there. And look at that approach.
Uh-oh, the laser. Oh, the run up throw.
It was that the right call? I'm so torn because it works, but like you still had to block.
Yeah, I mean, the important thing is that you just don't want Goldlewis to be able to start putting you in the mix-up while the laser is on you, right?
Yeah. Well, because we had that fast PRC after the throw, and I'm wondering if they just done.
That was definitely the OS.
Okay, I was gonna say, because if they just did the throw, I feel like the animation's long enough to dodge out the orbital strike, but c'est la vie, we'll never know. We're heading into the next game, and that was lightning quick. We are already on our game 3, Crownthunder taking a huge lead early on, just really, really playing Testament oppressively.
Yeah, another 2-0 right off the bat here, right, in our second game. We might get 2 3-0s back-to-back if Gold Phantom can't find something to get started here in neutral.
I mean, they're playing very defensive. Like, they're letting Testament control the entire screen, and that's exactly what they want to do, right? They can send out Grave Reaper, they can send out the Unholy Diver, they can, you know, teleport at you too. Like, they can do whatever they want. And finally, we're getting a little bit of jump out, but like, again, double backdash.
There's the plus frames though. Had to spend meter to keep the turn going. Sends out the drone, but the teleport right through it gets caught. Wow!
That was accidental. You can't tell me that was on purpose, chat, but the Arbiter sign to beat out the Skyfish. Oh, there wasn't enough presidential stacks.
Look at this, JD, my beloved, coming out, and finally Gold Phantom able to get around here, but now they need to keep this snowball rolling.
Grave Reaper versus Thunderbird. Grave Reaper is not an anti-projectile, by the way. It is not something you can send out against another character's projectiles. So it's interesting to play against sometimes when you're a non-fireball character, like if you're not Kai Kisuke or like... Yeah, if you're not Kai Kisuke. But like, I mean, it's doing such a good job of just controlling the ground. I guess the air too, but
here we go, able to just get a hit with the tip of the Behemoth Typhoon, and things could turn around just like this, but the burst comes out from Crownthunder, and now we're back in the same old situation.
Yeah, the skyhook. This is the most I've seen that move used since the patch, right? When they buffed Thunderbird. But this is a matchup where Thunderbird's utilization just isn't there.
Yeah, it's just really unfortunate to see. And one thing you're seeing Gold Phantom doing a lot is doing a lot of Behemoth Typhoons right underneath the Succubus, right? Trying to bait out that teleport from Crownthunder, but Crownthunder sees it and is just opting to sit back and play the zoning game.
Yeah, I mean, Goldlewis, big, heavy, slow character, and if you can sit back and send out Grave Reaper and Arbiter Signs and force them to play a bullet hell game, then more power to you, because that is, I don't think that's Testament's design. I think it's just working out really well this game.
The trade with the 6H, though. Gold Phantom gets the overhead.
No! Tempo burst. I hate to see it, but Chipp is a factor.
Oh, and there it is. Gets chipped out, and Gold Phantom's going to get a point on the board.
Yeah, it's just all about finding that lockdown opportunity. It's where Goldlewis shines. It's where they can take full advantage of their entire kit, even though their entire kit is just Behemoth Typhoon. Yeah. But they get the chip. They can apply the Thunderbird on knockdown. They don't have to rely on trying to like skyhook their way into a knockdown or something silly like that. And Testament, other than their frame 1 reversal overdrive, doesn't have a ton of great defensive options.
Yeah, very slow buttons as well, right?
Yeah, I think their fastest button is maybe 5 or 6 frames.
It's definitely on the slower end here, which means that Goldlewis can put the pressure on, but right now the pressure is on Goldlewis. There we go, that far slash coming out once again. 6H.
Wow, always. Oh, that's what's phone. Yeah, it's 5 frames, 2p. But
the BRC, though, the BRC as the answer to the Behemoth Typhoon point blank in your face. Crownthunder has no fear, throws up the upwards Grave Reaper, and takes that round.
The Grave Reaper usage is stellar. It really is top notch. I can't say much more about it. The Arbiter Signs, you have to be good at Arbiter Sign to be a good Testament. It's such an integral part of the kit. But the Grave Reaper usage is top notch. Mango for Tango, the Testament player that constantly enters TNS brackets, I always praise their Grave Reaper usage, and honestly, I think this is even better.
Oh, just
as
2K
I say that.
Overhead, 2K overhead. You know what? Good old reliable, right? Works every time.
High low, high low, high low. Nice backdash on the Arbiter Sign. Talk about high low.
Yeah, and then the Succubi are coming out, gonna put Stain back on you, get a grip of damage here through the wall.
That point again for Crownthunder. Gold Burst successful, sends out the Orbital Strike. Gonna lock him down, gets scooped.
What a mix. That was actually an incredible mix there from Gold Phantom, running underneath and going for the immediate low.
Oh, the back throw though. Oh, this is problematic. Grave Reaper, tap dust into the RC.
Is on. Oh,
the Stain State with the kill. You thought the Arbiter Sign wasn't going to be enough, and then the Crow said, wait, which is cool. But you're right. I think if it was a Shark, it would be just as cool, if not cooler. But ITH rocking the Baiken, another huge winner in the 2.0 patch. We've been seeing this character everywhere for good reason.
Yeah, she's incredibly solid, but still hasn't managed to take one of those giant wins yet, right? And immediately letting the gap rock, but JD beating out Yozansen, that was really interesting.
That was tough. I was like, what did it actually connect with? But Yozansen doesn't usually lose, so that's an interesting one. Second time we're going with the Escabari too. Slower startup, but as you can see, it applies that tether. The float working beautifully there for Water 1.
And Water 1 doing a really good job answering the pace of ITH as well, right? ITH going at a blistering speed here at the start of the game, but Water 1 able to take the first round.
Why didn't that wall break?
There's something weird with the sword where it hits at certain angles and it won't wall break because it doesn't like push you back. It's kind of bizarre, but still able to get that 5H OTG.
Yeah, just a funky little hitbox, but going through the wall with the pit, going to be able to take even more damage. ITH is not looking very healthy. That was a first bait RC, and they still got hit.
Still able to take game 1. That was blink and you miss it, Doctor.
Yes, 100%. Game 1 done in a flash, and Water 1 looking very warmed up already.
Yeah, you have to imagine that they were grinding before the tournament started here tonight, but looking really clean against ITH. And I mentioned it a little bit earlier, but ITH started off at a blistering pace at the start of that round, and Water 1 just said, no, stop. We're not going to play like that.
It kind of like got deflated once the JD beat the Yozansen, honestly. That was like the beginning of the end, because then Water 1 was able to land, get another full combo, and the rest was history. So heading into game 2, let's see if ITH can make a counter adjustment. This is, I honestly think this is a pretty tough matchup for Baiken, because a lot of the things that she brings to the table in terms of like air movement and air approach kind of gets stuffed by a lot of what Zattos are traditionally looking for in neutral. That's it.
Gun just sometimes works, right? It spends the first 2 to stay offensive, but Water 1 gonna answer with a close slash. Here's the pressure, invite hell into the 5D. That's the round.
Oh yeah, into the Amorphous. And you're done. So that's a round 3 in a row, but yeah, I mean the GAT coming through, it worked. But when you're watching Baikens, right, like their air approach, top notch. You can go into Tatami, you can try and do cross over Zansen, you can hit jump S, all these great approach options, and yet Zato has an answer.
And ITH, yeah, finding an answer themselves. It was tether, right? Actually just tethering Water 1 to them and keeping the pressure on with that ambiguous mix-up.
Yeah.
Oh no. Not able to pick up with the frog, unfortunately there, but still keeping this pressure locked.
Oh, we got lobsters into fidget spinners and into the corner pressure. Oh, great slide through coming in from ITH though. Gets the counter hit. Yozansen blocked.
Yeah, that was a 6P into drift forward PRC. Really interesting.
Bring over the block wall there.
And ITH tying this up 1-1 now. I mean, Water 1 had a dominating first game, but ITH kind of answering back with their own.
Yeah, I would say that was just as dominant. Maybe not HP-wise, but in terms of being able to dance around what Water 1 wanted to do, right? Like, they kept jumping over the oppose, which was super smart. You can't really challenge it unless you're right there, right? Like, if you're dash throw range, that's challengeable. If you're farther than that, you have to go for some sort of jump approach, and that 2H from Zato covers so much of the screen.
For sure, but I really do like the way that Water 1 was locking it down in that first game, and hopefully they can slow down the pace just a little bit more.
Yeah, the slow pace really benefits Zato players, so I kind of expect them to use maybe oppose a bit less, since ITH was pretty handy at getting around it. But you still need to come up with answers. 6P, great answer here already. And honestly, best defense is good offense as a Zato player.
Yeah, for sure. And trying to go for that cross-up Yozansen, not going to work. Gets hit by the frog, and now you're going to get sent into the corner here for some pressure.
Yep, going to be able to pick it right back up there with the 2K as well, through the wall. No Eddie gauge, though, so that is a chance, an opportunity. But Water 1, still a character.
Yeah, Water 1 still incredibly strong even without Eddie, right? They're able to keep up that pressure on the opponent until Eddie comes back. Right now, the pressure is on them. Gets clipped by the 2H and is forced to burst.
Yep, and look at that. The oppose finally coming up in the proper time. Gets a full combo afterwards. Refills the Eddie bar. Dusts over for the corpse hop. And just picks it up again.
Oh, misses the forward dash, though, in the air.
Escobari.
You're tethered onto me. Tries to fly. There's the back dash. Still gets pulled a little bit closer.
Another opportunity to block in the corner. The Zansen connects. The jump S connects. Everything's looking kind of okay here for ITH, and they're able to close it out with the Tatami.
A really solid there, and now we are down to this next round. Who's going to get the 2-1 lead?
Which is a crucial lead, by the way. Oh! The Johnson hit the oppose still.
Yeah, and we saw that before, but last time the frog actually whiffed, right? This time the water one capitalizing. Good God.
Still alive. Baiken has some really nice guts to keep her alive, but that was a crazy run forward. The gold burst as well. Johnson, oh, don't let it happen to you, Water One. Don't be that guy.
Oh, trying to get greedy there with the cross up. And, you know, I have to wonder, of course, ITH was you know, weighing the risk flash reward, but I have to wonder in retrospect, maybe they should have just gone for the pure damage for the wall break, right? Instead of trying to go for the cheeky mix up there, because you were in that one-touch death situation, and now Water One has that 2-1 lead on you.
Yeah. I tend to agree with you. Damage in, you know, basically a lose-lose situation potentially puts you in a better situation, because if you take the damage against the wall and go for a wall break, there's still opportunity on the other side of the wall at round start. But with the way that Water One's been playing neutral, I don't know if ITH was ready for it, right? Maybe they wanted to try and keep that corner control and not have to worry about full screen mix like this.
Yeah, had to spend their burst early, did not want to get put into the Zato blunder, but you know what? Second time's a charm, right?
Yeah, the blender's always giving. That was the command grab input, but we are going to be able to go back to the corner. Great challenge out on the dust attempt, but 6P always serving here, Zato players.
And here you go. 5D coming out, and just like that, Water One is now sitting at set point.
That was honestly a lose-lose situation. Even if Water One had kept clapping and exhausted the entire Eddie bar, they had 100 tension. They could have easily had another sword into more claps, into a second sword into more claps, and there just simply isn't enough tension in the world to save you. And look at this. We're already down to 45% HP left for ITH in this set.
And lands the 6P as well, just to put ITH into the corner. Pressure is on. A 5P press out for the gods here from ITH.
Oh, wow. That was a sick air combo. It lasted forever. Went for the grab, jumps into the frog. Looking tough.
Careful, though, of little Eddie. The gauge is gone. Lands right on top of the invite hell.
The jump lobster, always doing good stuff. Oh, we stayed same side, but look at that. Another tap into the red RC. Again, no scaling, so it's pretty much maximum damage all the time. And Water One's going to take a 3-1. This will be landable. Another 3-2 there. So we're going to be heading into our next matchup, though. A huge favorite player of mine, Trevor Sue, going up against 40% Flashkick, and Trevor is just unhinged on the Axel player.
Yes, Trevor is one of the best Axels out there. You know, some of the high-level Axel players are some of the best to do it in this game, right?
Yeah, the character is just so different, right? Like, there's not a lot of similarities that this character shares with other parts of the cast. Like, Bridget would probably be the closest one, and she's the newest character, but like, there's just so many things you have to pay attention to as an Axel player.
Axel really rewards strong fighting game fundamentals is one thing I would say about him. And right now, Trevor Sue doing a really good job of keeping 40% flash kick out of his range. But there's the rush down. That's the hard part. Giovanna is so fast.
Yep, and we had the 100 tension buff come through, but not going to end up mattering. But yeah, once that 100 tension on the board there for Giovanna, more damage, more defense, adds Chipp on block to normals. But life deficit was just too much to overtake that time.
There we go, harassing with that 2P. Trevor Sue getting hit by the counter hit roundhouse. It's about to get sent through the wall.
Yeah, sends him through with the heavy slash there, but maybe would have preferred to take a little bit of Oki, but that tap dust will close it out. That was fast.
And that's exactly what happens. When it comes to Axel, it's either you play that longer game and you whittle your opponent down, or you get steamrolled, right? It feels like there's not too much in between.
Well, the fan grab's going to connect. This is just the OTG. Nothing too fancy. We didn't have the one vision active or anything like that. So, going to be able to get a nice little close slash combo here. 40%, looking really strong. Dusts their way through the corner, and it seems like they're very insistent on house. I'm at a loss for words. I'm just
just an unfortunate series of events there happening at the end for Trevor Sue, letting it slip away, and Flashkick is gonna go up 1-0 right now in this set.
A I was trying to make a point, and that was just sick. But yeah, I mean, they seem to be pretty heavily focused on saving the tension for these RCs, whether it's, you know, a red RC to capitalize on a hit, you know, maybe our BRC to get some mix going, or even the fast RC, fast red RC. I think I said that the first time. But yeah, versus going into the overdrive for the bonus Oki on the wall splat. But I mean, they took game one, and that was a really nice sequence at the end. Let's see if they can keep it up. I mean, Trevor, I think a lot of Trevor's power lies in adaptation. Like, they're a solid player overall, but the way they adapt and adjust to their opponent's tendencies, like around game 3, is also top notch.
And that's what we're gonna have to see now, right? A nice 2B into 6H, tries to go for the instant overhead, but had no meter to back it up, and Flashkick sends them right back into the corner.
Yep. Almost got a sequence there, but 2D was blocked, and now it's up to Trevor to make their way back in, but the drill connects, the damage, it hurts.
Oh, but the run up, so special. Goes for the fake out with the JS. There's so much more to do. Goes for the RC.
Should be
Bomber.
enough.
I love that. I love spending the second RC just to make sure you can catch if they're going to burst or not. That is great awareness from Trevor.
That was a pretty fast second bomber, too. I feel like as soon as that red RC hit, they were already exploding. But great start to this round. Look at that. 55% health remaining here for 40%. And it's only getting lower from here. Huge counter hit. Burst on the table.
Bates out and gets it with the bomber. A perfect as well. Trevor Sue tying this up 1-1.
Yeah, it's incredibly hard to burst Axel.
Yes, in a lot of cases. Really, the best place you can burst against him is the bomber, right? That is the most reliable place to burst against him, but Trevor Sue is ready for it in that situation.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of like what other typical situations you find yourself in against Axel where you're like, yes, I can burst this. And it's mostly for tempo stuff where you burst offensively, but it happens. Trevor ties it up.
Yep, tying it up going into game number 3, like you mentioned before, Doctor. So this is the opportunity to really see that adaptation kick in.
Able to get a nice little sequence here, though. Flashkick doing a great job at converting these errant hits into combos. Finally, an interrupt on that drill.
Yeah, I love the reel in. Just creating a little bit of space, wanting to play that zoning game. Gets caught, though, by the spiral arrow and is going to get sent straight through the wall with the spinning dog kick.
Yeah, that's going to hurt. That's going to hurt quite a bit. But still alive. And that one was tough because he was mid-air. Like the other ones, he did a great job on the ground defending against the arrow. But now, back against the wall. Look at that wrist gauge, ever climbing.
Good challenger with the far slash as well. Is able to bait out the burst, gets the bomber into the 2H. And goes for the command grab, the clothesline from hell.
Grimy. That's grimy. How dare you command grab me?
I love X. I love this character.
Not that I can play him, but again, we're back against the wall. Risk incredibly high, and he just run up throw.
Yeah, and actually the run-up throw was a good option too because Flashkick was already committed to FD, right? And when you see that green orb around your opponent, that's just kind of like a signal to say, hey, throw me.
That's true, especially if you're one of those macro users and you can get the orb up there, you know, potentially before you're fully blocking. But nice backdash. Oh, that was awkward. It looked like Flashkick went for the Flashkick and it just got interrupted.
And then gets hit by the 2P straight into the snail, and that's going to close out game number 3. Trevor Sue up 2-1.
Trevor's making it happen. Going to be able to head into this game 4 on pretty solid footing, and it's going to take some really big adjustment from Flashkick to make sure that they can, you know, get into the corner again. Because the last 2 rounds specifically, they were able to get into that P1 corner, have the control, start their offensive pressure, and twice Trevor was able to bust their way out differently each time as well. And then after that, they just lost all control.
Yeah, really unfortunate here, but Trevor Sue is doing a great job of just, we've said it a lot tonight so far in a lot of these matchups because they've been kind of similar, but controlling the pace of the match. You've had a lot of these longer range characters who want to slow things down, right? Axel, Testament. But here we go. Could possibly be the final game between these two unless Flashkick is able to get some pressure started and really hold on to it.
Yeah, and I mean, Giovanna is definitely the type of character that can do that, right? Like, she has a lot of good stuff. This patch, she received small buffs, slight changes, adjustments, things like that. Nothing too crazy, keeping her a middle of the pack character, but the things that she's good at, she's still good at. They didn't take away anything to make her a worser character. So when you get these wall combos, like, look at the damage. Even goes into the air overdrive to make sure they don't waste any time. Takes the Oki, takes the positive bonus. Let's see what they can do on round start.
Oh, chases down the backdash with the 5P and is going to close out the round just like that and in style.
That was fast. That was so fast. Basically an instant round in favor of Flashkick, and so now 1 round away from tying it back up, and Trevor has to stop getting counter hit.
Tries to go for the command grab, and there's another counter hit, though. Doctor, and the reset into the fully charged 5D Flashkick. Wow.
Yeah, fully charged Dust, one of the best options against a burstless opponent. It's guaranteed damage. Chat, trust me, when I tell you to practice those air combos, there's a reason. It is guaranteed damage against burstless opponents.
I mean, with that, though, we're going to go into game 5 now, and Flashkick answering with a perfect of their own. I said they needed to find the pressure and maintain it, and they absolutely took that to heart and just bulldozed Trevor Sue in that round.
Yeah, the 2 counter heavy slashes were just icing, realistically. The first one came through, got the burst, then Trevor goes for the command grab, and it's like, all right, well, cool. I'm just gonna, short hop it and then kick you in the face again. And here we go. So heading into game 5, I forgot the Trevor's name was Street Fighter 6 waiting room. I hope they got into the beta. If not, that's kind of comical, but let's see if they can take this game 5 to stay in winners.
Oh, there's a nice air throw to start things off. Running up and keeping the pressure up with that bar slash, able to get the burst out of Flashkick as well.
Yeah, the rainwater, very solid. At baiting those. Red RC's forward, bomber. Is this going to be enough? Holy moly.
Could have actually gone for a second bomber there, but just went for the 5H, try to get the guaranteed damage.
Burstless now, Axel. Still on the offensive though, and that's a great adjustment. Don't let Flashkick come to you. Make sure that you're out there pushing buttons. If every hit Axel gets connects into 30-40% damage, that's something to watch out for.
Oh, but the 2K2D coming out, counter hit, 5H. Yeah, you are dead. That risk gauge was so high, Doctor.
The risk gauge was just shy of flashing. Plus with that tension, you get the overdrive, and that's a pretty solid overdrive. It's not, the most damage, but it hurts. And everything coming through now for Flashkick. Getting the mix, getting the hit.
Get the wall splat into the 5D wall break as well. Positive bonus on Flashkick's side and full health.
Yeah, gonna have that 50 tension in just a second for a mix. That was Trevor going for an air throw.
Tragic there. Just a couple of decisions from Treasure that unfortunately let that last game go away. I think the biggest...
Reme's been playing Chipp, though.
Yeah, has been playing a lot of Chipp. Maybe, though, feels like the matchup here against May is more in Axel's favor, which, honestly, I kind of agree with.
The Mays that I've been seeing lately have been, like, next level, because they're the players that stuck with the character, even after everyone was like, no, they nerfed Dolphin, she's dead. So they know the trips and tricks and sneaky stuff, so love to see how this goes, but, I mean, Remi's off to a great start.
Yeah, though this character still haunts my dreams. She's far from dead. Trying to
actually have Totsugeki green screen where it comes flying at you. I had that as my sub alert on Twitch for a while.
That's actually pretty powerful. Oh, and that burst bait was pretty powerful as well from Tori. Going to spend the red Roman cancel to get the wall break here. Not quite enough to kill, even with the 6H.
That's right there, though. One more Totsugeki will be enough, but Remi gets the forward throw. Now we will apply some pressure. Oh, you got hit. You're dead.
That's robbery. Axel robbery out here, but he's a good British boy.
don't. Look at the way this man is dressed. He is. He is.
You're right. He needs the jorts.
Man, what are they called in the UK? Because here I've heard them called jobbers, but I feel like that might not be the word with you here. But
Hey, you call my boy a loser?
I'm just not, he's more of like a petty thief. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay.
Pocket.
Oh,
Just like he's picking Corey's pocket right now.
Oh, but the pressure is still on the. Oh my God. Doctor, you cursed him. That's the commentator's curse.
I did. I'm very powerful in that regard. But, I mean, we saw how long Remi held on to the burst, and it's because Mei, again, another historically difficult character to burst.
Yeah, she has a lot of really tricky situations and very disjointed hitboxes, right? That 2H is so good at baiting out bursts. Right now, Remi trying to fight his way out of the corner there, able to get the JD into the bomber. Pressure is on.
Great life lead here for Remi. Able to dash a little bit forward, but what's the approach? Updrift RC for the mix, and it's not enough.
Is with the OTG here. And Remi gonna take game number 1 against Corey here.
Yeah, having the longer reach and a little bit more life as Axel versus the Chipp definitely coming in handy here. Chipp requires so much. What's the word? I guess patience works here in this matchup because you know that at any point your life bar could just explode. So being able to slow the tempo down instead of trying to speed it up works much more in Remi's favor.
Actually going for a point blank Renson there. There's JS, my beloved. And I love the way that Remi is stopping their movement as well with the FD breaks, right? Really short bursts of just moving forward, but this is all Corey needs. One touch to even things up.
Yep. Next one sends him through the wall 100%, but Remi able to challenge out of the corner. Tempo burst coming through here for Corey. Oh, the Dolphin. And again, you cannot burst against Mei. You're dead.
Yeah, call out Yamada-san and let's move on to the next round.
Shiny Wailord does tons of damage.
Not the shiny Wailord.
Just wait till it evolves. There's a Mega Evolution. I don't remember.
Oh, Mega Evolution Wailord.
Remi
in the corner and just Totsugeki's right out, but gets flipped by the counter hit Far Slash.
Oh, PRC. Keeping pressure applied. The usage of Remi's FD is super smart because it pushes Mei just for enough away, but Corey's not really that concerned. They're still ready to push buttons.
Yeah, but a great trade though in Remi's favor, and you see that. You see the animation when Axel gets hit. He's holding his stomach and putting his hand out like, please stop.
Yeah, I got a tummy ache. The Dolphin's too much.
Oh, but there's the 2K2D. Wow, look at the FD breaks on that to make sure that he falls faster, right? To try and get the low mix.
That jump starter. Oh my God, you got scooped.
Oh no. Oh no.
You don't have burst.
Hold on, you're dead. Oh my God, the 2S miss.
Oh, and then the 6P coming through to save the day. But it's still a one-touch game.
Yeah, and there's that touch to close that out. Corey tying it up 1-1. That was actually terrifying. That was a jump scare.
Yeah, that character is definitely something else. I don't miss the days when she was everywhere. But it's one of those characters where it's like it's kind of nice to see every now and then because you're reminded about how things used to be.
Yeah, the dark times.
Yeah, the days of shadow when we fought in the dark. But actually, are they that much better now where we have Nagoriyuki and Happy Chaos to rule the land?
I mean, you are right, but there's something about Mei. She's just a special breed of evil, right?
That's fair. It's the Dolphin, honestly.
I think so.
That's really what it breaks down to. If the character did everything else the same, but didn't ride the Dolphin at you, I think there'd be much less complaints.
right now, Remi doing a really good job slowing down the pace of this match. He's able to land a counter hit to H. Counter hit. Rainwater is going to go straight into the world here.
And yeah.
That's the one truth, one hope, one vision.
Again, that move is also very strong. It's 0 on block, so as long as you can get the activation off scot-free, there isn't a whole lot to punish you on the second portion of it. And the fact that the benefits are so high when you can actually get it to hit, that it's seeing a lot of love this season. But you're dead.
Yeah, benefits of overhead kiss there, a perfect tying up the rounds. They're just trading rounds back and forth, Doctor.
It's a brawl, to be sure. And it's two different archetypes just going at it after and after again. Remi having to constantly buy space at the cost of their life, and we've seen a couple nice trades go their way, but luckily for them, unlucky for them, the jumps keep going against them.
I'm about to get sent through the wall once again here. So much damage on deck. Fully charged 6H. Back to neutral though against Axel. Remi still has a chance.
Remi also has burst, but they're gonna have to spend it as soon as they get touched if they want a chance. Just like that, Corey uses theirs.
Oh, tried to bait it out there with the 2H, but remember, Burst has a larger hitbox now, but the JH is going to do it, and Corey will go up 2-1.
JH, incredibly strong approach option, as we saw there. Axel doesn't really have any good ways to anti-air that either, because the 2H is too high, and was it 5P would probably be too low, I imagine. Maybe. That was kind of low to the ground.
It is a difficult situation to figure out what you want to go for there, right? Because she's just flying in on you with this giant anchor, and you have a split second to think.
Especially when you're like in recovery of already pressing a button. It's kind of like that freeze frame. You're like, oh no, how did I get here?
Yeah.
2-1 Corey in the lead right now, and off to an amazing lead here in round 1. But can Remi fight back? They got a little bit of space to work with. Nice jump out of the corner for the mid screen.
Yeah, and Remi trying to go for the 2S there. That's something you actually have not seen a lot in this matchup, because even though Mei goes into the air, she's not really coming down in the angles that 2S is going to be a great answer to, and you don't want to whiff that button.
No, it's very recovery heavy, so now that Remi has a little bit of control, they just need to get the life back. That's the thing they're really missing, is they can sit here and press buttons all they want, but if they're in the deficit, it still puts the pressure on them to do something.
That trade though, Clash is going to go in Remi's favor. The gold burst comes out.
A hero gold burst, by the way.
Yeah, but the IAD JH is going to beat out the 2H from Remi, and now Corey is sitting at set point.
This is definitely a tough ask for Remi to try and claw this back, right? They have to win 4 rounds basically in a row here to take it over Corey. And Corey's just going to get another huge starter. Going to be able to plant the wall.
That hop off the Dolphin too to be able to extend the combo.
I told you, the players that are still playing Mei right now are the demons of this character. They know everything.
Decent matchup against Happy Chaos. He does a good job of shutting down the gun pressure and keeping him out, right?
Yeah, it's not one of those matchups we're going to get a decent amount of time to, even with the curse applied, like line up for steady shot. You got to get quick shots just like that. But every time you get to do quick shot, you can capitalize it quite hard. You just got to pay attention to your bullet count.
Staggered pressure coming out from Stealthy with that 5H with the immediate IAD drift up. Misses the close slash though.
Didn't get a reload either, so they're stuck on this one bullet in the clip, and that is pretty worst case scenario for them, because now they can either single feed it like that, or they get a knockdown. Either or.
There's the counter hit, PRC. Oh, a missed bomber. Unfortunate there from Stealthy. And that's going to cost them the round, most likely.
Oh.
Maybe
Back
not.
throw.
RC.
Yeah, no burst available.
Oh my god, 2K6P gets the wall splat and Stealthy steals the round.
That was kind of sick, not gonna lie. I don't think I've seen that one before, but it worked.
I've never seen that before.
Oh, we got the gun draw counter hit. Oh my god.
Yeah. Axel is a squishy boy here.
Oh, and then the BRC forward to try and get some more pressure, but not enough just yet. Axel still holds on to their burst though, but for the, like, again, I feel like I'm saying it, Happy Chaos, hard character to burst against. Unless they're like here.
And just backdash the gunshot and caught MJ trying to reload. This is how you know Stealthy, he's very familiar with this matchup. There's the 2S answer. I mean, these conversions from Stealthy, 5P into 6K there, gets the wall bounce off the 6K. They could have gone for more if it didn't kill.
Yeah, top-notch lab work coming in through here for Stealthy, and that could be the edge that puts them over MJ, right? Like, MJ still has the potentially stronger character, but if you cannot actually get your combos off, or if you're dropping combos or things like that, then your opponent is going to take advantage of those eventually in a bracket. Even not round 1, maybe not round 2, but definitely by rounds 3 and 4, like, you're up to some top tier quality opponents.
Speaking of top tier quality opponents, the winner of this match actually has to face NBNHMR next.
That's tough. That's one of those like, yay, I won, but at what cost type moments. So Stealthy looking again crazy strong. Round start, has corner control, rainwater counter hits him. Well, they tried to be filthy with it, but it didn't work out.
That actually backfires now. MJ able to get some pressure on, gonna get a grip of damage. Wall slump straight into the mix.
Oh, the BRC was to catch the burst, and they didn't think it was going to come through. They didn't believe in their own bait.
Whoa, the forbidden air dash, though, with the PRC bomber is going to send them through the other wall with the close slash.
Eventually, a one-touch game on either side. The 50 tension from Stealthy, though, meant that they couldn't get a one vision after the counter hit, so they go down around. I thought that was a trade, honestly, but the Goomba Stomp from MJ was so successful.
And MJ gonna get another wall break here, this time with the Deus Ex Machina positive bonus and hard knockdown, plus all the bullets are back.
Yeah, that's honestly crazy that his overdrives are so useful, but now you just gotta worry about playing against this Axel poke, right? The 5Ps, the approaches.
Still able to land the bomber with the 5K.
It was a super late jump K. What was that?
Stealthy, unbelievable. Able to steal it away again. MJ had such a high life lead there.
Actually stolen. He clearly is up to his thieving ways as the Axel. But forward throw here into the OTG. Do it again. You won't do it again.
Backdash with the gunshot. Oh, but
no.
Gets flipped with the counter hit. And no, still not dead, though. A magic pick to the left, but you don't have a lot of meter to work with.
You also have no bullets. Having to burst there could be problematic, but they're able to get the close slash at the end. But that was a really awkward end to the round, I will say.
Yeah, absolutely, for sure. MJ just trying to find that final hit while out of bullets, right? You know, they thought for a second, they're like, all right, we're going to go through the wall. I'm just going to play this zoning game. And they went, hold on. I'm out of bullets. I'm out of ammo, but I'm not out of options. So went for that rushdown game and was able to close it out.
Yeah, I mean, one thing that, kind of got really overshadowed on Happy Chaos last season was how good their buttons were, right? Like 6S, 2S. What's his advanced normal? Is it 6K is the kick? Yeah, his 6K. Like, all of these normals are just top tier. And when you're full screen, you didn't get to really utilize them. But now that people are like, playing up close and mixing with this character, you're getting haymakers left to right, and it doesn't feel good.
Oh, but there's that jump back into the JS again, able to catch MJ with the snail and take the round.
Oh my God.
Stealthy's routing is perfect, no pun intended.
Yeah, that was pretty solid. Let's see if they can close it again. Too many gunshots from the sky. And it's tough to be in a corner like this, right? Because you don't want to spend your FD the entire time because they're just going to keep reloading. But, we got the blue combo coming through.
All right. racking on some damage here. And MJ is once again out of bullets here, able to get one in the chamber, but Stealthy is being relentless on the rushdown.
Yeah, that's a sign of knowing the matchup. If you can pay attention to your opponent's meters, because Happy Chaos has 1, 2, 3, 4 meters plus burst if you count it as a 5th meter. I guess risk would be a 6th meter if you really have to pay attention to it. And as your opponent, you just have to look at their bullets. If they don't have any bullets, just press buttons at them. What are they going to do?
Yeah, I mean, even if they're able to actually hit you back, they're going to have to stop their offense to reload some of those bullets, right? But now Stealthy is up 2-1 here against MJ. Counter hit.
What a round start. That is definitely the round start you want to be having heading into game 4 with you up already 2-1.
Surprised to see MJ actually spend the burst in that situation, right? Has to make a very substantial comeback, and their back is up against the wall. This is a good start.
That's one. Oh, and the Axel air throws are something else. Like, I don't know if they sit there and practice them, but I feel like Axel players air throw almost more than any other character. Like, Baiken's up there too, but I don't know. Axel players just do something different.
It's like I said, Axel rewards solid fundamentals, right? So you really have to learn the systems of the game to succeed with this character.
Yeah, and
oh my god. Oh my god.
Challenge.
That backdash.
Since day one, people have been saying that you can tell a true Guilty Gear player by how close they are to the ground when they air throw you. And listen, that's Axel players. Gunshot, gunshot, reload, gunshot. Another tough spot to find yourself in if you're MJ.
Well, that 6H, though, actually allowing Stealthy to avoid that situation. Back up against the wall, trying to find a way in. JS, my beloved, RC, and picks up off the ground bounce with the 5P.
Oh, it's a one-touch game. The Gold Burst attempt, trying to be cheeky with it, but you are just going to land into Sickle Hell. Going up against Dende. Again, a solid player. Really, there's no bad players in this bracket, which is kind of crazy sometimes. But and this is a matchup, to be sure.
This is actually to secure a place in winner side top 8 as well.
Top 8 or top 12? Is there a difference?
Well, the guys on the winner side are part of top 8.
Oh, okay. See, I'm not a bracketologist, so I trust RGG to tell me all the things I need to know, and it says top 12. So, RGG.
All the guys in the losers bracket got to fight a little bit longer. But Testyourluck fighting back from this life deficit here, not able to get the 5K pickup though.
This is tough as we see that blood gauge super duper high here for Testyourluck. That means they're going to be getting the benefits of all of those improved normals. The Gold Burst. I thought that was the end. Backdashes the gunshot. Foot goes forward. Watch out for the ball.
Oh no, just outside of the guard break range. Tragic there for Testyourluck, but you know Dende's happy about that one.
Yeah. When you can watch a Nagoriyuki just explode right in front of you and you have the punish opportunity, you're like, yes, it's all coming together. My plan to do nothing until you baited yourself is coming to fruition.
Oh, but there's the back throw. Nice back dash from Testyourluck. Fukio straight into a throw from Dende. Dende's use of RC right now is really strong, but gets immediately decapitated by the counter hit 5H.
Oh, but you're able to challenge out after the button does get full screened by the blood explosion, but this is still not great here for Testyourluck. It's a one-touch game for them. Oh, but they get the Beyblade? It's not enough! Taps dust.
That was such a gamble on the tap dust. I really like the idea from Testyourluck, though. You have no life left, and your blood's all gone, so you might as well just go ham with it, right?
And it hurts because if they had the blood, right, they probably kill.
You know, I would think so, yeah, if they were able to get like a DP or something, or just had enough blood to keep the pressure on.
It's just the normals that get bonus damage sometimes. Anyway, but oh no, what are we doing with that burst, Testyourluck? Everything just falling into Dende's lap. They've had multiple great punishes on blood explosions, bursts. awkwardly coming through.
Oh, the 5D gets blocked though, but
trades?
Testyourluck just cannot escape from Dende. Dende is sticking to him like glue right now, sends him through the wall, gets the hard knockdown.
And then just shoots him. I don't know what the round start option was there for Testyourluck, but I mean, Nagoriyuki has some of the best round starts in the game, like bar none. It's really tough to challenge this character at the beginning of a round, but when you're, after an overdrive wall break, like you can't be the best all the time. Your opponent has the turn. They have the Okazune.
Yeah, but I mean, Testyourluck is not getting the chance to get a turn at all, Doctor. Gonna get sent through a little wall with the Deus Ex Machina. Still not enough to kill.
Well, we have full bullets, full concentration. We're gonna come in with the Brain Blast again, and this is pretty close to checkmate as you can get.
Yeah, he gets the gunshot, and that gun is not full of Senzu beans right now from Dende going up 2-0.
Man, that was such a lazy gunshot too, because you just see the reticle like come floating in as they're backdashing away. But
see, that's big boy problems, right?
Yeah,
being a
big
little
bodies.
bit bigger.
Big bodies, you move slow, you're a bigger target. It's the woes of the world, but you could also just pick a smaller, faster character. Chipp's out there, ready to do stuff. But Testyourluck, been playing this character for a while now, if not the whole time. I can't remember way back, but they've definitely been putting in a lot of work with this character. So to see them be in this situation is definitely odd for me.
Yeah, I mean, this is where Testyourluck really excels, right? When they're cornered, when their back is up against the wall, that is when something feral is unleashed. So let's see if it happens. So right now, Dende just really kind of taking this for free, to be honest.
This is a pretty close approximation of training mode, you're right. But just a close slash, goes for the red RC updrift mix. Past the tempo burst, so she's trying to keep the corner.
And is immediately going to lose the round there. And now Dende is sitting on set point.
And you know what? That was one of those rare situations where you would have been able to burst mid-combo against Happy Chaos. But right now, Testyourluck really having to work for it. They're 1 or 2 specials away from Blood Explosion again. It's slowly drifting away, but just in time to get tap dusted.
Able to block the taco, but immediately gets traded there with the gunshot again, and just getting walked to the corner.
Deus Ex reloading those bullets. Thematically makes no sense. He's shooting the bullets. Why are they back in the gun? But positive bonus means that we'll get a Brain Blast here as well. All the concentration gone. Didn't actually Brain Blast, saving it for potentially a red RC. YRC, another good option.
There's the aggressive burst from Testyourluck, and the 2D counter is going to come through. Dende takes it 3-0. Possibly the best chip in North America. It's definitely a conversation between Marvelo and Bean for sure.
Immediate burst, but again, like that's the Nagoriyuki round start. It's so strong, and Chipp might as well not have an HP bar sometimes.
Yeah, about to get sent through the wall with the close slash there. Wanted to go for the safe option. It's a really tight link there to be able to get the 6H to break the wall off of the triple slash.
I respect it. I respect it.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta let them know. Let them know you're willing to do it, right?
Yeah, I mean it's the same thing as like a grappler player where sometimes you just gotta throw it out there, because if they don't know it's an option, they're not gonna respect it. So now we get to see the other side of the coin though. Marvelo on the offense, has corner control, and look at the mix.
Getting sent straight through the wall here. Positive bonus now for Marvelo. Immediately goes for the jump forward.
YRC to try and play safe into that close slash, but Marvelo playing respectfully up until that point. They got kicked in the mouth.
Trying to go for a cross-up like Young LZ. Great with the defense. Gets clipped, though, by the overhead, and that's going to be the round for Marvelo.
Yeah, Nagoriyuki has pretty deceptive HP bar towards the end as well, right? They got good guts, nice defensive scaling. So that's kind of like where the super toughness of this matchup comes in, right? Because Chipp is a death by a thousand cuts type character. So when you're at the end and you're like, all right, next combo kills, and then the gut skilling comes in, you're like, they're not dead. What do? I didn't plan for this.
Yeah, luckily too, Chipp does have some good multi-hitting moves like that super there to try and whittle down the guts. And that's where we're going to see one more time. Should be able to close out the round with the Uzumaki Barrage. Not quite. You know what, Doc?
That's... I got no words. Clip it, ship it, chat. You tweet it at me. At the doctor is in. I'll retweet it for you.
Not even the extra little chunk of wall break damage was enough to close that out. But Marvelo still locks down game number 1 here against Young LZ.
Yeah, they just needed an alpha blade. That's all it comes down to. But yeah, I mean, game 1, pretty hard fought because we saw what can happen when Nagoriyuki gets that round start. Perfection coming through. Gonna be able to see another round start here. The 2K option from Young LZ. Trying to beat out maybe like a close far slash start, maybe?
He forces the burst though out of the... Oh, wow. Wow, the range on that second hit of the DP actually stopping Marvelo in his tracks.
Go punish? Oh my god. Marvelo playing defense suboptimally and coming out ahead. But gets the cross up as well. Low alpha blade. Oh, that was tricky. There was a great backdash by Young LZ. Don't get it any way twisted. It's just that Marvelo was ready for it.
Yeah, there's the DP at that round start situation.
Are you dead?
Here.
You're dead.
Oh, you're not no. Dead? Didn't get the wall splat, but challenges with the 5A.
What is happening?
This is a hold your breath situation. He's trying to spend all the blood, but there's the DP coming out. Side swap, and that's going to be the round. What a heartbreaker.
Oh my god. Spaghetti everywhere.
That was a situation where I think Young LZ probably could have done Red Roman cancel after the 3rd hit of the triple slash series.
You are probably correct. Oh, nice scoop on the back there. That back throw did so much damage. Oh, the PRC trying to catch a jump, but come on, Jungle Trades, Daisuke, really? Those can't be in your vision.
Oh, they are 100% in his vision. Have you seen Guilty Gear 1?
Shush. Not in my Guilty Gear Strive. Oh, but look at this. We're still juggling out here. The double 5K catches him into the wall.
LZ is still sitting on a lot of meter, though. But spends it just to go for all his mid. The burst.
Hero burst coming in from Marvelo, but this is definitely the type of character I can trust with those.
Right into the Uzumaki Barrage, and this one's going to kill, believe it.
I didn't believe. I fully transparently, I did not believe that was going to kill.
Yeah, after the last one, I was a little hesitant, but you know what? I always go all in.
That's fair. You know, you can't win if you don't bet, so.
Yeah, someone wise once said hesitation is defeat. But, I mean, one of the tragic things so far about this matchup is that every single round is so close. Yeah. Young LZ is 1 hit away from taking all of these rounds, but just cannot close it out.
This is the type of set you go to the TO afterwards and you go, it was 3-0, but it was close. And they knowingly shake their head at you and they're like, yep, okay, next.
Yeah, and you're like, no, but really?
But really, it was last hit, last round, every single time. And they're like, yeah, I've heard that one before.
Yeah, Flashkick knows. Flashkick knows. Oh, there's the RC to chase the backdash once again. A familiar situation.
It's kind of crazy that Chipp has so many options after that 6K RC opportunity. But speaking of opportunity, Young LZ getting a huge one here.
Has to be able to close this out, though. That's the main thing. They've consistently gotten in this range to win, but Marvelo is able to pull it back.
Oh my god, so many dusts. Oh, okay. Still alive.
Yeah, gutsy boy goes for the plus frames there with the Gamma Blade.
Oh, the 5P.
Still not enough, but wow, the far slash is going to beat out the Beta Blade.
You always got to be aware of that. Nagoriyuki players love doing that in that situation. Oh my god. Everything hurts so much.
2K2D trying to keep the pressure on. Gets the tick throw all the way into the corner. Get those plus frames.
Stays high after the RC. Tries to go for some mix, and it's just a close slash coming through. Gets the burst.
Oh, just IAD JD. Wow, that is quite the option from Marvelo. Gets the throw as well into the fast RC. Still not enough, Doctor.
Yeah. There's not many other characters that have a situation like this, but still able to close it out. Set point now here from Marvelo. And Young LZ's definitely have some really nice adaptions, right? It's just like you said, a couple rounds ago, they cannot close it out. And that's, I guess, a Chipp player, one of the bigger tests of like, can you do it?
Yeah, I mean, for sure here. And what? The backdash BRC able to avoid 2 of those close slashes.
I think Marvelo might have been playing Street Fighter 6 this weekend because they are whiff punishing everything right now.
I mean, that is one of the things that, honestly, I think Marvelo has the best whiff punish game out of any Guilty Gear Strive player. He's so good at it.
Beyblade still plus, or still safe, I should say. Hold, but you gotta watch your toes. You don't have any toe protection.
Right? Burst comes out. That is the last burst that Young LZ is going to have this round.
Oh, the burst? Oh, what do you do here? What's the mix? The Alpha Blade?
It's
who
the
won?
J2K.
I didn't know who won. The angle gave us nothing. Smash Brothers is at this point. The game's 37 years old. Speaking of hype, though, we do have Umisho versus Dende on screen right now. Happy Chaos versus Happy Chaos.
Yeah, and Umisho already starting off really strong. There's the offensive burst coming out, able to catch with the gunshot and keeping the pressure on. And what's up, Nuppers? I see you there in the chat. Hope you're doing well.
We got hits. We got tap dusts. Everybody's least favorite. Happy Chaos normal.
Umisho, she immediately puts the gun away, right? Does not want to take the chance of getting hit by a Hail Mary 6S. With a run under the gunshot there. 2K2D, keeping the pressure on. Doesn't spend any meter.
Umisho with the bulletless behavior. What was that?
That was, I believe, backdash BRC to keep you airborne. Straight into fast JP.
You are correct. I watched it on the Twitch stream, and yeah, that is 100% right. That is filthy, disgusting. I feel like I need to take a shower.
That's smart. That's smart. Having the Twitch stream up as our instant replay.
Yes, it is great tech. I've learned over the years, but you just gotta close Twitch chat. That's the only downside.
And here comes the Deus Ex Machina from Umisho. She's gonna send Dende through the wall and get that hard knockdown.
Gets a little Okazeme, gets some bullets, able to get the hit. He's going to be able to build up the 50 tension needed for a second one. Wasn't, it looked like it wasn't in time, but joke's on us, chat, it was.
And there we go, just hold on to these bullets.
I think Dende actually forgot to block. What happened. Because if you look back, they were, like, the hit animation of that second Deus Ex was on a crouching Happy Chaos. So. But, I mean, in that situation, I probably would have let go of the controller as well.
I would have thought it would have been over, to be honest, yeah.
But Dende getting a little bit back here. Deus Ex to the wall. Just applying pressure. Catching the backdash with the steady aim, and that'll do it.
Yeah, Dende going to take the first game here over Umisho.
And, I mean, that round one was picture perfect, honestly, from Dende. Like, other than the gold burst that whiffed, but, like, everything else they did, it was great.
I mean, for sure. And in production, I see you have the colors of their the character colors up there, white and navy. Let's not be cowards, all right? That's denim on Umisho's side, all right? Show it some respect.
Is it denim?
Yeah, that's the denim jacket and the denim pants. Look at that.
See, it's gray on mine.
There we go. We got the update. Thank you, Lucas. And now Umisho with the denim power up here, starting off strong against Dende.
Yep, curse applied. Tap dust is blocked though. Dende starting to see the numbers in the code. You get that knockdown into reload situation, but a great YRC from Umisho lets them take some pressure back, but Dende's got one too. We just don't have any bullets.
I like the idea of putting out the clone there as well, just to prevent Umisho from moving forward, but that's not going to stop her. The burst comes out from Dende, and Dende is the quicker one on the draw.
Oh, that's gonna hurt. Doesn't have all the bullets in the world, though, so they are gonna have to take some time to reload that gun. Now, that's that clone forward again. Dende just sitting with it. Forward throw.
To escape. I like that. Not trying to go for any kind of a pressure once you escape, right?
Oh
Just trying to block, but what a shimmy.
This character's so shimmy, by the way. Like, because the instant gunshot, it's just such a tough tool to deal with in that situation. I can't think of anything else comparable in like other modern day fighting games, but like, it's good. It's always been good.
It's better than good. It's great. But here we go. The 5D coming out. Gets the throw in the corner. Reloads some bullets. And the Goomba Stomp cross up there.
And now, look at this. Just such a life lead. Going to be near impossible for Dende to fight this back. Umisho should have a pretty solid position, but she's kind of a death ball of defense, honestly. That grimy JP again.
The defense, though, is unbelievable from Umisho, but Dende is slowly withering down her health. The PRC, it doesn't matter. One shot is all it takes.
Yep, I think he was slightly ahead of the clone, and that's why that worked out that way, but we take those, as they say. Cap does. Again, corner control coming through. Umisho, though, playing pretty respectfully from the corner position. She doesn't want to challenge clone at all, obviously, because Tampa doesn't have great options to challenge the clone, but you do have to play a more neutral, focused game in that sense.
All right, sending into the corner, gets the wall splat as well. He's going to go for the Deus Ex Machina.
Reload, damage, Oki, can't go wrong with that. Goes for the steady aim, round start, just trying to keep pressure applied. Oh, that BRC, the 2K2D, gonna give Dende a chance.
Goes for the gun draw, great backdash there from Umisho. Bursts on the YRC, says I'm not allowing you to escape this corner.
Gets the forward throw as well, into some more damage with the OTG. Where's the mix though, right? You're just pushing buttons, hits the blue RC.
Oh, the clone is out. If you want to get to me, you got to come through me. And Umisho able to tie it up 1-1.
That is true. You do have to get through the clone to get to Happy Chaos.
But unfortunately wasn't able to get through it here. And now we are going to game number 3 between these two.
I will say, in terms of zoner matchups in Strive, I think Happy Chaos is one of my favorites.
Happy Chaos is definitely interesting. Happy Chaos is fun to fight in certain matchups, I'll say.
I'm talking from like a viewer perspective, right? Like if you watch a Happy Chaos mirror compared to like an Axel mirror or like a Zato mirror, like I can give Axel players some credit because they can actually have some really funky stuff going on. But like Zato mirrors, super sweet. Happy Chaos mirrors on this patch, much better than previous patches.
I think it's because this character just has so many tools and so many options that you're seeing a plethora of interesting things happening on the screen like that, right? Trapping and then escaping the corner there with the PRC, gets the roll through and the hard knockdown.
Dende's BRCs are unimaginable. Like the stuff that they're getting done with that 50 tension, it's insane. Like the teleport basically there. We've seen the fast or the instant air JPs off of a backdash. Like the APM is out of this world.
And now forcing the burst out of Umisho. Steady aim up close as well. Gets the roll through blue beat combo.
Blast into the dust. Oh man, back against the wall though. Dende has to fight their way out. They got bullets, taking advantage of Umisho not having any.
I appreciate Dende holding on to burst in that situation. Gets a hard knockdown, trying to go for these refills. Oh, the 5D fast RC low. I love it.
They're running low on bullets again, but Umisho has not had a chance to reload. She is just sitting duck right now.
And the steady aim to break the wall. Dende is going to go up 2-1 here against Umisho.
And this would be a pretty significant win, I would say, for Dende. This would put them up in winners finals, awaiting the winner of NBNHMR versus Marvelo. So, I mean, they have to play either a Nagoriyuki player, right? NBNHMR,
Yes.
Yeah, or a Chipp.
And I mean, not only that, but beating the EVO champion. This is the EVO champion here, Umisho. Yeah. That has to make you feel good, right? Especially in the mirror match, of all things.
Yeah, that is definitely a W that you screenshot and put on your fridge at home. And I mean, this round start, not great, but we've seen Dende be able to pull it back so far. Umisho has been quite aggressive in a lot of situations. We see her constantly kind of being out of bullets and on the back foot.
Yeah, able to get the empty jump low there. No meter to go for any kind of a wall break. And what a wake-up PRC into 6P. He was just flying in the air there.
It was the good old Zarudo. They stole tech from Axel. Oh, they got the hanger close.
Whoa,
I don't think that works. I think it's too low. It works.
No.
The scaling was out of this world, though.
Oh, but the clash into the 2D counter, it forcing the burst out of Umisho. Misses the gunshot.
There were no bullets. They had to reload.
Oh my god. This is too much right now, Doctor.
Just having to FD everything coming through. Dende did it! The sniper from the roof!
Down to set point now here against Umisho.
That was some Dulcim tech right there.
Dende is just playing out of their mind right now. But Umisho not going to go down quietly here. Is going to get the hard knockdown. Not quite far enough for the wall break.
That insta-block was nuts. But yeah, Umisho definitely showing that she's not out of it just yet. Even tried to bait out the wall hop there. Still alive.
Yeah, still on set point as well here. But Umisho is starting to adapt. Chasing down with the gunshots. Pressure in the corner, out of bullets, but gets 5 bullets reloaded there off the hard knockdown.
Was this just a handicap match coming in for Umisho? They're just like, you know what? Take the lead. I don't need it. I'm going to take the W anyway. As I say that, they're just getting slapped into the wall. But, that tapped us too far away?
And that could be a very dangerous mistake coming out from Dende, and it absolutely is going to be. 6S is going to take us to Game 5.
All right. I'm about it. I like it.
I want
more games. Yeah, final game, final round. You cannot ask for better. Chat. If you haven't told your friends to come hang out with us yet, I don't really know what you're doing. They're missing out.
These are some incredible sets here at Dreamhack Beyond, and it is only going to keep being as incredible here as we move through our top 8. This is only the first game of top 8.
Yeah, that is something that we may have forgotten to mention, is that this is only the first one. There's still an insane amount of matches to be had, and Dende getting a little bit of a reprieve, finding themselves in the mid-screen, but Umisho not willing to give up the pressure just yet, and even YRCs it for more.
I really love that YRC decision from Umisho there. She was able to push Dende back into the corner, right? And now Dende really doesn't have anywhere to go but forward.
Can't really reload either since they're on the back foot.
And there we go, just like that. Umisho is now sitting at set point.
What a turnaround. I felt like just a second ago we were talking about how Dende was going to be taking it over the EVO champ. And now the EVO champs completely turned it around. Which I mean that's to be expected, right?
Exactly. When you're the EVO champ, it is not an easy matchup no matter who is fighting against you.
Oh, Goomba. Oh, do it again? Nope, no Goomba stomp that time. He actually gets caught slipping.
Deus Ex, yes, gonna break the wall here. Hard knockdown and get back a lot of those resources.
Yeah, the only thing you're missing right now is tension, but the positive bonus will make that up very quickly. Tries to get a little bit of a frame trap going, but that trade definitely favoring Umisho. HP-wise, maybe not, but that's risky. That's punished. No punish?
A lot of your meter there, actually.
It did give him a full set of bullets, though, which could be, pretty meaningful if they can actually get something going here. But they're just having to block.
With patience, but gets clipped, and that's going to be it. Umisho is going to take it 3-2 over Dende.
Yep. A little bit of nerves maybe towards the end there. Dende recognizing what was within their grasp, and they just weren't able to bring it home.
Well, we're waiting for our... Razzo just took it 3-0 over Mjkurase to get into top 12.
Now they have to play Testyourluck. So
yeah,
lots of action going on. Immediate burst from NBNHMR. And another immediate burst from Marvelo. They're burstless. It's 10 seconds into the round and everybody's burstless.
Right, just block. Nice there from NBNHMR.
Oh, the PRC so tricky. Tons of damage on the back foot of that as well. So Marvelo going down round 1. Let's see what they can do round start here. The jump is scary. That is risky business round start.
JD coming out once again here. JD's been kind of putting in some work tonight for Chipp.
Caught by the second half of the DP there.
Gets caught.
Not always expecting it. Hey, look at it. 2 interactions, and you're at 30% life.
Hey, that's just the Chipp life, right? You live by the sword, you die by the sword.
Yeah, and the third interaction closes it up. 1, 2, 3.
And just like that, NBNHMR is now up 1-0.
There's nothing to really talk about, Jobber, honestly.
It was just a really solid performance from NBNHMR, right? Being able to control the neutral, get the hits where they counted, capitalizing on the damage, and Marvelo was unfortunately not able to really get that patented Chipp offense started. Yeah,
that's definitely the thing to change. But, I mean, the hits that NBNHMR were able to get weren't, like, necessarily pre-planned or anything, right? Like, it was like the second hit of DP, right? Like, you whiffed the first one, and it's a guess whether you're going to follow through or not, and Marvelo guessed wrong. So things like that you can definitely clean up. And now that they're on offense, no burst to throw them back full screen.
Oh, answering against the J2K there with a close slash. Half your health gone, but a beautiful JD coming out from Marvelo, resetting some pressure.
Yep, throw attempt, gets PRC'd. Didn't believe in it to actually connect, but the 5K, I thought that was the end. Nice little punish on the recovery frames of that normal coming in from Marvelo. No burst just yet. Goes into the overdrive to make it burstless, but he's still alive. He's Nagoriyuki.
Just barely alive, too, with the Magic Pixel. Tries to go for the overhead, but gets the low with the 2K.
Yeah, that was crazy because there's no RC to back that one up either. They just kind of hit both buttons and hoped it worked out.
There we go, jump back into the Shuriken. And now NBNHMR sitting in level 3 blood. Marvelo trying to capitalize on that.
The trade's definitely not going to favor Chipp in this situation. Too much health lost, and I got to guess the fast RC to go low, but oh, that's huge. When do you burst?
Gonna be able to break the wall here. And NBNHMR likes to hold on to that burst. Nice burst in this situation here. BRC back. Actually,
I like it.
In the meter.
Yeah, I like the BRC. It was effective. Blocking, if you're confident in it, is plenty good. And look at that. As soon as the counter comes through, they immediately burst. Because it's still a one-touch game for Nagoriyuki. If they get any kind of connection other than a trade, they very easily could have closed that round out.
Yeah, but Marvelo going to be able to close out game number 2 here, tying it up 1-1. Definitely looking a lot better that time, right? Being able to get the Chipp offense running, getting a lot of funky mix-ups there with the fast RC cancels. Great stuff.
Yeah. The fast RC changes this season have opened up so many doors for so many characters. It's been really fun to watch players really experiment with them. Like, a lot of the fun new Faust stuff has come because of these fast RC cancels and things like that. So
yeah, and if you're fast enough on the cancel, you can actually save some meter as well.
Yeah, up to 28%, which is obscene. But yeah, practice those Twitter fingers, chat. Use them for something more useful.
Oh no, just letting a raw DP rip like that with no meter to back it up.
A little bold, but look at how far you get being able to run through the red RC. Chipp was so fast.
Oh, and the 2S5H there gonna confirm, and NBNHMR gonna take the round.
Oh, Marvelo tried to chase down the backdash as they expected, but NBNHMR was hitting a faster button than Marvelo expected, and so they got hit, lost 80% of their life, and now Marvelo has to approach.
Oh, what an anti-air, though. Fully charged 5D, wants to carry as much as possible. Doesn't go for the third hit because they want to keep Marvelo in the corner. That's a very smart decision.
Updrift, stays high, goes for a double overhead. Marvelo doesn't have any tension left to work with, and great challenge there from NBNHMR. Going to be able to take game 3 as well. Takes the lead, looking to find themselves in that winner's finals.
Yeah, I mean, just looking so incredibly strong. One thing I love about NBNHMR is when Marvelo has meter, they're content to just block. They're like, all right, I'm going to sit here and block, wait till you run out of meter, and then that's when I'm going to find the room to challenge, right? I don't even want to do anything if you have meter on deck, because you could fast RC me, you could backdash BRC me. Wants to challenge Marvelo on his own terms.
Yeah, really showing confidence in the matchup too. But Clash pretty much gonna go Chipp's way a lot of the time against these heavier characters, but that's a tough situation. That overhead came through, didn't actually connect the hit, so easy punish opportunity there for NBNHMR as they just continue to get everything they want.
Yeah, throw fast RC right into the wall break here. Positive bonus on NBNHMR's side.
Counter hit forces the burst out. But now, oh, he waited. Marvelo waited this time.
And there's the command grab. Gets the Alpha Blade, cross up, and chases to the skies with the JP. Gonna close out the round.
I'm surprised the JP killed. Looking back, he actually didn't have any HP. That's fine. That makes sense. But Marvelo, really good at slowing down. And, you know, let's see if we can start having them connect a couple more of these whiff punishes that we were talking about earlier. Now it's nearly impossible to whiff punish, right? Nagoriyuki in that max level blood before they explode. There's nothing you can do. They get it done.
That trade, though?
Yeah, that was wonky. That was definitely wonky. Where's the command grab? Do it to him. Marvelo, do it.
Well, Marvelo's just going to keep the pressure on, trying to crank that risk gauge. But what a press out of 5K from NBNHMR.
Oh, they got lucky the close slash didn't connect, though, so they got sent full screen.
Oh.
You hate to see it, chat. You hate to see it. Set point.
Set point and going into it with no burst either. That's just devastating here for Marvelo, but keeping their cool and keeping the pressure on.
It wasn't even like one of those bursts where it's like halfway full of the gauge. No, you got nothing. You bad bursted, and you're gonna reap the consequences of that. But let's see if they can take it to game 5. Strong start here, able to overdrive through the wall, positive bonus. Oki versus Gold Burst. Okay.
This is a scary situation now for Marvelo. Look at that! Beyblade into 6H, and the life is already tied up here. Marvelo going to cancel immediately into the Uzumaki barrage.
Yeah, wants that positive bonus back because it's so imperative to these fast RC tricks. I don't know.
Is there an FD?
Oh, what? PRCs?
Oh, the stick.
My.
Okay. What a wake-up BRC there to avoid the bite, and because bite already has a long enough recovery, you're extending it with the slowdown of the RC, meaning you can get that optimal punish with the 6H. Marvelo, what a way to capitalize and take this to game 5.
Don't worry, chat. I'll clip that one myself. You guys don't have to do all the work, but you might want to clip it for your own purposes. Holy moly, that was sick. But it's still game 5, chat. There's still more Guilty Gear happening on your screen right now. Marvelo getting another massive counter hit to start this round off. Just mix. It's looking like a Faust match.
harassing with these 2Ks. Tries to go for the tick throw, but Neubenheimer ready for it.
The life is even again. Alpha. Oh, that was scary.
Good awareness, though, from Marvelo to go for the double jump there. Avoid the close / anti-air.
Another backdash coming in here from Neubenheimer. Just the jab connects. Oh, the PRC to chase it down, and there's no burst.
Oh, no. A hero burst.
The frame 1 burst when it's back.
But Marvelo here now turning things around, sitting on set point, and has burst on deck. I have to expect, though, at this rate, Marvelo is not going to spend burst unless they lose this round.
Yeah, this is a round 3 burst. This is not bursting here. You've taken way too much damage. That was not your round. That is a GG's go next type of round.
And here we go, final game, final round, Doctor.
Final game, final round. Nagoriyuki versus Chipp. Enough damage. Definitely in favor of Neubenheimer right now. CEO Taku champion.
Oh no, runs right into the 2S, and now Marvelo might not even get the chance to burst here depending on the hit.
Yeah, look at the risk gauge was super duper high. Gets a forward throw. They basically die in 1 hit, 2 hit. Overhead drift.
Overhead.
Oh, the counter hit?
Counter hit. Not able to pick up, chases down and gets. Oh, so unfortunate there. But Neubenheimer gonna go up 3-2 over Marvelo, moving on to winners finals. Axel
all about the Faust. That's not fun. That is not a fun matchup for Faust.
Yeah, no, I mean, it can be kind of difficult for Faust to get in, but that is one way, right, with that J2K. A bad place 2H or a bad place Renson can spell doom for Remi here.
Listen, I may have spoke too soon. I'm still in Team Poolboy, but they might have a lock on this. They get the trumpet for themselves as well. You got friends. You got
Didn't
the
even
homies.
spend the super. Just wants to keep the pressure on here, threatening to get a perfect against Remi.
They get it.
Wow, what a way to start.
All right.
Okay, Pool Toy, I see you.
Let it rock.
Keeping the pressure on, really low to the ground. J2K there goes for the 6H, gets the reel in 4. Oh my God, your health bar, Remi.
Where'd it go? It's gone. Magic trick. It's just gone.
I'd say somebody call a doctor, but there's already one on screen right there, and he's the one doing the damage.
He's the problem.
The Afro is on as well. It goes. What was that? Cross up with the mix on the Afro?
That's the new tech. You've never seen that before?
I can't say I have.
It's everywhere now. All the Fausts are doing it these days. It's grimy. It's just what the doctor ordered. He gets a trumpet, calling in the homies, and they're gonna do the damage to close out the game.
What? Wow, what a way to show that off. Just show off the Faust gameplay there. And yeah, thank you for reminding us, chat. I didn't even notice it in the bracket, but Pool Toy actually beat out Stealthy before going into this matchup. So that was taking out one Axel, moving immediately into another here in top 8.
Yeah, where did Ducker come from? Ducker played Dende, so that's a Happy Chaos up in winner side, lost it 3-0. So that's a tough matchup that we were just talking about.
Yeah,
I mean, we saw how Dende was playing.
Yeah, Ducker got sent to losers by Testyourluck.
Yeah, I messed that up. I was reading Testyourluck for 2 seconds.
Oh, with the bomb landing! Oh, we got bombos, but the burst comes out immediately.
And now let's see if they can beat out every Faust's nightmare 5P. Oh my God, he just kicked him. He's got the longest legs on the cast.
And it's like Pool Toy is just not stopping with the pressure. I don't know if I've ever seen a Faust this fat and this aggressive.
This is very active, you're right. Constantly getting something done, constantly pressing buttons, bomb a little bit early for the Afro, but doesn't matter. We got the flames on. He scoops them again.
And just another incredibly strong round here for Pool Toy.
They're saying...
Oh, it's Papple?
Papple? I'm not familiar with that name. But
I know Papel. Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
It literally says Papel on the screen, Jobber.
I'm looking at
just
the top.
noticed that. Okay? I just noticed that. Listen, sometimes the in-game names are funny, right? Like Lurie, his in-game name right now is the Real Bunch. So,
well, you know, right now Papel is Pool Toy.
Yeah, Papel Pool Toy coming through the fast or PRC mix. Not going to work out successfully, but not enough. And you don't burst that? That might have been your doom. Okay, they burst that. All right, it's all coming together.
I love the PRC though, able to answer the Scarecrow.
Super jump.
Ooh, goes for the run-up throw. Really solid there from Remi, able to take the round. Remi finally getting a foot in the door here, but they need to keep it up.
Yeah, they need a couple more feet in there as well. I mean, gonna get knocked down by the 100 tons. Mini Faust is on the board, leisurely walking away as usual. God, I can't wait to see Mini Blanca in action and just flame Mini Faust even worse.
Oh, here comes the hammer. Hammer again is gonna get the ton here.
Got everything.
These item pulls are so good.
And the bomb again. He's gotten no bad pulls, I shall say. But bomb forced out, gets the gold burst, 100 tension on the screen. What's he gonna do with it though? That's the question. Is it just gonna be 2 PRCs? It is.
Oh yeah. Trying to chase the skies there, but there's a great JP from Remi. Remi trying to go for the instant overhead into the JD there. Able to answer with a 5P to beat out the Drill.
Drill losing to 5P is definitely a tragedy, but definitely cannot be jumping at an Axel player like that.
No, especially when you're Faust. You have such a big hitbox, right? That 2S is just the perfect move to use against Faust. Not only does it beat out Drill in a lot of cases, it'll beat out the bomb bag if you're able to run just slightly underneath Faust.
Yeah, Faust. Buff Faust. That's all I'm going to say about that. But no, I mean, Pool Toy's been getting some really amazing draws. We saw the Afro draw right at the end. That's probably been their worst one so far this set across 2 games. And it's genuinely, it's not actually that bad. I think it could be much worse.
Mini Faust is out and active now. Remi doing a good job, though, just staying patient until Mini Faust is off the screen. Able to get the combo there into the hard knockdown.
Mini Faust continuing to do nothing with the 6P, showing up, does something for once, gets a counter hit, just into more items though.
Oh, JP, talk to him.
Almost had bombos, I believe. But now we got the Afro on fire. It's actually gonna pop!
Oh. Forcing the burst there out of Remi.
Oh, but they picked up the bananas though. They got a little bit HP back. Oh, counter hit, not enough.
But gets a couple of Afros out and able to close it out in the skies.
You just pierced them right through the heart.
Oh, just going for the scalpel pulls here.
It's so much damage. Into the mix. Bombs on deck. Who's it gonna be? That was the head bomb. That wasn't the bomb.
Oh, the JD immediate IED back. JS.
I'm super confused by that animation from Faust. I was like, why is he moonwalking backwards? But, oh, we got the fast RC mix after the mix. It went high.
All right, you have to hold this guard break now. No, the explosion.
That's a couple times now they haven't been respecting the Afro, and it's burned them literally. And that back throw is going to take us through a game 4. Pool Toy up 2-1.
And that was really tragic. Remi died with a full stick of butter in that round. Didn't get to spend any of it.
Which is always a tragedy. You know, if you're just letting butter go into waste like that, shame on you.
I know. Maybe they don't want the high cholesterol, you know?
They make low cholesterol butter.
Can't believe it's not butter?
I don't know if that's low cholesterol. But Lucas tried to beat you. Type it in the chat.
I
too
see.
Slow.
Oh, but there's
how much faster you can say words than type them. Speaking of fast, though, this round is almost over. It's looking like Papel stuck in this corner, getting jabbed out.
Doesn't have any mirror to work with quite yet here. There's the RC. Tries to go for the rainwater here. 2K2D, throw out Mini Faust.
Mini Faust, come back. Oh, he actually landed on Mini Faust.
Are we going to get the bomb back? Yes, get the guard crush.
Oh, he was actually afraid of the Afro that time. Every other time they've had the Afro. No burst? There's the burst.
Yeah, it was bursting just before the JD came out, right? Didn't want to get the fire on top of the Afro for the guard break. There's the reel in. Not enough to kill quite yet.
But look at all the attention being spent on FD.
And there it is. Looked like you're able to possibly chip out Pool Toy there.
Something like that. There was damage. There was a damage indicator. But now, opposite side, we're back in the P1 corner, and it's actually Pool Toy getting advantage this time. Bomb?
Oh, Pool Toy gets blown up by their own bomb here.
Hello? Just raw mix. Did
you see how fast he moved across the screen?
And the insta PRC into the command grab. Again, everything coming up. Papel, they get the round.
And now Pool Toy is sitting at set point here against Remi.
Pool Toy just, again, setting up everything so cleanly. They grab a banana for themselves. They get tripped up by it, though. I hate to see that. But they're able to drill their out of the other corner. That's insane.
Yeah, utilizing J2K as a way to beat Rainwater is really interesting.
Oh, but the homies came through off of the trumpet. But Pool Toy able to make their way out of the corner again. Gets the mix, schmix. Oh my god.
Oh, it gets the burst.
Hello? And you're dead.
Yeah, picks up with the 5K, and there it is. Pool Toy taking it 3-1 over Remi Celeste, going through 2 axles in a row. 2 of the best axles in all of North America, Stealthy and Remi.
That is cracked. Go Pool Toy. Big Pool Toy enjoyer from me. That
wow.
They have to play Dende though now. Man.
Yeah, happy chaos.
No
happy
luck.
Chaos,
No luck on the side of Faust. They used it all to pull items. That's really what it is. They used it all up.
Yeah, I mean, let's see if we can keep that luck rolling, right? Definitely a gambling man, but it looks like up next. Take a look at the bracket here.
We got Razzo versus Corey up next.
So Razzo climbing all the way from the loser side of the bracket. Unfortunately, arrived just a little bit late, so they got DQ'd, meaning that they have not been beaten. They have just been fighting their way through all of losers, and here they are in top 8 loser side going up against Corey's May.
I mean, they got beat by the clock. That still counts, Jobber.
Yeah, but you know what? A broken clock's right twice a day, right?
They should probably look into getting their clock fixed if they're in this situation. But either way, they got to play against Corey, the May player from earlier in the night, who was fairly successful. And this is just a gorilla match. It's Leo versus May. They're never going to stop pushing buttons.
And that's what we love to see here. We are striving.
Oh, that's crazy. You cannot block in the back turn stance, and that anchor hit from a mile away.
We'll break the wall with that 6H as well.
Oh, PRCs or BRCs into the jab. They're able to get the throw off regardless.
Look at this, just harassing with the 5P. Like, come on, come into my range.
Oh, and it's backfired at the worst opportune moment. They have burst, but the overdrive to make it burst safe.
Still not enough, though. That's insane, but the JH is going to do it there.
Yeah, I mean, the Oki situation, quite strong. Definitely as a May player, but look at that. 6P gets the party started. Why are you headbutting children, Mr. King Leo Man? Gets the back, or forward throw, excuse me, into some overheads.
Ooh, looks like
doing it to him.
Yeah, caught the backdash there with the axe kick. Gives it a slice of the pizza there as well, and that's a perfect from Razzo.
7 golden letters ringing true there. First flash kick of the night. Going to be successful, and then double counters? Okay. Oh, no.
There's the aggressive burst, maintain the corner positioning, but Corey answers with a burst of their own.
Yeah. Kind of necessary. That shouldn't have hit. I don't care about the Daisuke's vision. That animation was nowhere near the hurt box.
Oh, JH coming through. Able to get the 2S. There's the confirm after the Totsugeki. And Corey is going to take game number 1.
That That last sequence of events was just Razzo going like, nope, I didn't get hit. No, I didn't get hit. I'm telling you, I didn't get hit. And their HP bar's at 0 now. So it's like, you just shake your head and you take a deep breath.
That's just May things, all right? May with
That's
all of
true.
these disjointed hitboxes on those anchor normals.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
Here we go, jumping straight into the next one. Razzo still looking incredibly clean. They've been able to keep up the pressure pretty well. These rounds are pretty tight.
Yeah, it really is tough finding yourself in a single life situation, though, because you cannot make any mistakes. And they haven't made any mistakes up to this match so far, because we haven't seen them yet. But, like, to already be down 1-0 and losing this round spectacularly so far is not how you wanted to start this.
Oh, nice answer with the 6P. 2 6Ps in a row is going to spend the mirror to make sure they get that nice corner carry. And here come the axe kicks once again. Goes into the pro game.
Yeah, going to go through the wall. Not enough for the overdrive. They actually go for the reset, interesting enough. Hero burst.
Yeah, Corey getting a little too greedy at the end there, Doctor.
Yeah, I'll give him greedy. And then they decided to stop blocking was the other thing. Like, that was 3 cross slashes coming in from Razzo when you can either block or you can throw, or sometimes you can even jab out. I don't think May's jab is fast enough for that, but if you're a Chipp player, you can definitely try something sneaky like that. But
6P's going to get beat out by the 2S this time, and Corey goes for the air conversion. Good burst there, though, from Razzo on the 6H.
Oh, they throw it all away with the flash kick coming out, but let's see if they can bring it back one more time. And back turn stance, great backdash coming out from Corey, though. Completely ruins the momentum there.
And Corey is trying to get this 2-0 lead. Just needs one more round. Goes for the up dolphin at the start, but immediately gets a big counter hit from Razzo.
Geki, though, still coming from the deeps. Corner pressure being applied. Razzo has to fight their way out, gets the overhead, takes corner control themselves. They've been mildly successful here, but we're just too far away from the throw attempt.
Just sitting underneath, tried to go for the 2H there to catch Razzo in the air, but it wasn't enough.
Counter. Razzo having to really pick their chances here to challenge. Goes into the guard point stance and gets it. Baits out the burst. Will they have enough by the end of this combo, though? No.
Not quite, but there's the PRC. Chases with the run through. And harassment with the back turn K. Razzo's going to tie it up here 1-1.
Yeah, I don't think that was a chip out either. I think they actually got the hit with the second K there. So solid comeback, because especially with the way that that game started, it was looking horrible for Razzo, but they held strong. They were able to close it out, and so they take a game heading into game 3 now. This is that all-important third game that we've been talking about all night long, right? Where it's the winner here, they get that 2-1 lead, and they can really push the tempo.
Let's see. I love the patience there at round start, too, from Razzo, just holding down back and then immediately realizing, okay, Corey hasn't done anything. Time to start the offense. But Corey is so good at just pressing out of a lot of this offense, too.
Both players whiffing whatever their mind set to them, but Corey able to respond first. Back throw. Cross slash. They tried to scoop him, but they get the parry instead.
Straight into projectile. Great 6P. A little too far away to get the confirm, though, unfortunately. But Corey going to go for the side swap. Oh, my God.
We're alive. BRC challenges out. Tries to go for a couple of headbutts. Finally gets one.
Down to the wire. Next hit could decide it. Corey's trying to go for that JH. But the 2S.
Not enough. And Razzo has to be so careful throwing these projectiles because of just that exact reason.
And got caught on a whiff punish from 2K.
Yeah, it's so interesting to be just throwing that out there. I know it's a fast option and doesn't really have a lot of recovery, but it does nothing to prevent the air approach.
Maybe he was trying to stuff a forward dolphin approach, right? That's always another option. Corey loves to go to the air. There's the gold burst coming out.
YRC just trying to kill the tempo of Corey. We're going to get a couple counter hits as well, trying to keep pressure going.
Corey being very patient. Look at that, waiting for the opportunity to go for the 3K there. Too far away for the 6H. Up Dolphin JP. Corey is now up 2-1 against Razzo.
Yeah, that all-important third game coming together quite dominantly, I may say as well. Corey didn't drop a single round there, and Razzo's getting into some nice situations for themselves where they're potentially looking to, start a comeback, and then they just get counter hit. They try to push the envelope a little too far. The counter hit comes through, and Corey's able to capitalize just a bit better.
Oh, there's a great punish there with 5K. Forcing the burst out there early from Corey, but Razzo with a just miss. Whoa! Okay.
Crazy armor coming through from the guard point. Gets the throw, trying to keep it going. Gets the throw again. Just really wants to keep applying the pressure. Gets the mid into the overhead and closes out the round in dominant fashion. Just kind of bad, right? When you just get hit by the mid. Like, no. It all went wrong. Actually, they got hit by the low first, I just saw. But flash kick. Caught reaching again, Jobber.
Stagger pressure coming from Corey, but oh my god, runs right into the 6B. Every time it seems like Razzo is finally able to get something started, Corey just seems to have an answer.
They are up around. They just have to close this one out, and they'll be able to tie it up to a piece. First heat coming out. Razzo still has theirs, but I don't know if this is the round to spend it. They might save that heading into round 3 if they need it. Flash kick. Gets the wall bounce combo, and it's enough!
Yeah, the 5P also just knocking on the door there, and we are going to game 5.
That was a really sick combo. I love those combos where it's the flash kick, RC, 2D. It just looks so goofy, but it seems fitting to a gorilla character like Cleo.
I mean, for sure here. Oh, wait, that's not Corey. Corey's not Corey, see?
He's got the fake nose and mustache glasses on.
That's the artist formerly known as Corey.
True, they're even wearing purple.
We're harassing with that 5K. Oh, that unfortunate trade there for Corey. Razzo going to be pushing to the corner.
Gets the long standing hit as well. No punish opportunity coming through from Corey. Tap dust RC. That's one of those 2.0 changes, chat. I don't know if you guys know this. You didn't used to be able to cross up in the corner like that. For better or worse.
The DP right onto the Dolphin. Well, what a challenge with the 5P from Corey, forcing the burst out of Razzo.
I guess May's jab is fast enough.
It's pretty good, actually. And there's the fully charged 6H to break the wall.
Still in this, though, is Razzo.
Wow. Wow, okay. Corey is now sitting at set point. What a confirm. Corey seems to get incredible confirms off the most random stray hits.
My curse is too strong.
Uh-oh, starting off this next round incredibly strong with a massive life lead.
I struggled to see a way for Razzo to come back after this. 6P tries to beat out the cross up, but Corey just went for the empty jump option.
Look, this is Razzo. You cannot count them out. 2D comes out, goes for the OTG, gets the run through. It's not over till it's over. Doctor, there's the throw. Overhead, and now we are going to a final game, final round.
What did I just say, chat? The curse. It's real. I'm too strong for my own good.
Both players going to have access to burst within this round here.
Already available. The clash on the the standing P's goes over to Corey, though, with the life lead at the deficit here. No punish on the dust either. That's a critical moment for Corey that they missed out on.
Corey able to get that JK. There's the PRC. Oh. Beats out the 2D startup with a JP.
Oh, and then the jump heavy coming through one more time. That might be
that's enough. It. That's it. Corey's going to take it 3-2 over Razzo. What a showing. What a match down to the wire there.
One of the longest paths of Guilty Gear you could have done to get to this point. But regardless, we're into our next set. Pool Toy has made the swap to Goldlewis, and Dende is still shooting people.
So, picking Goldlewis against Happy Chaos instead of Faust. This is interesting, but you know what? I actually really like it. As a Goldlewis player, I feel like this matchup, since the recent patch, or since Season 2's patch, has become so much better for Goldlewis. So much better. But unfortunately, the raw Behemoth Typhoon there was not able to get the kill and take the round.
Yeah, I mean, not only is this matchup better for Goldlewis, it's also just terrible for Faust. Just absolute random terrible. But this should be enough.
No, that is a beefy boy there.
I always forget that Goldlewis is like fairly tanky because their guts is they have a level 3 gut, I believe. So it doesn't feel incredibly high, but I think their defense values make up for it. But yeah, I mean, Goldlewis stronger competition here, but no competition for Tap Dust Gunshot.
Oh, did he just get taunt? No, okay, he ran out of focus. That's what it was. I thought he accidentally hit taunt there for a second. Oh, but look at this.
Counter hit.
Pool Toy just capitalizing.
Not enough to close it out just yet. We got the homie clones on the screen, but this is quite a life lead here for Pool Toy. Oh, that was the Thunderbird coming out, but that counter hit into the roll to dodge out on the laser. The roll again.
Oh man, come on, Big Hoss just needs one more touch to close up the round and get shot. What?
Out of bullets. Out of bullets. Pass to FD.
Oh,
the backdash! Are you kidding me?
The backdash on the 6S.
Top tier Goldlewis play coming out of Pool Toy. After they just made Faust look like a demon, here they are on the big man himself, still continuing to put in work.
Oh, able to get the counter hit. Behemoth Typhoon goes for the same side mix up here.
Oh, we got RC. Drops the combo though. Now there's only 3 weight classes in Guilty Gear Strive, so it's not as difficult to remember your juggle combos, right, Jobber? It's not like the older games where there was a 4th level.
Yes, absolutely.
Also, I don't think there's really that much of a difference in weight levels in this game. I know that there are some heavy/light specific combos, but I think for the most part, most stuff that people use is fairly universal.
Yeah, fairly universal. At least this game doesn't have different wake-up timings for every character, whether they're face down or face up.
That's malarkey. But
that's
Dende,
an exit thing.
I'm super excited to learn in a couple weeks then. But Dende gonna be able to take game 1.
But Pool Toy looking really strong, though, with the Goldlewis in this matchup, right? Just needs to... When they're able to get in, it's pretty much over. But it's getting in is the problem, right? Dende is so good at navigating neutral. I mean, we just saw them take down Umisho.
No. Other way.
Oh, excuse me.
It was close. It was almost. Yeah. Almost. It was 3-2, but it was close, chat.
Sorry, chat. Commentator brain rot.
No, it's not on you. We have goldfish brains as commentators. We're just constantly bombarded with new information for 3 hours straight. Look, it is tough to keep it all in check.
Pool Toy said if you can't beat them, join them.
I respect it.
And here comes the Happy Chaos. 2K2
out of bullets,
needed
though.
challenge.
Yeah, once you run out of bullets as Happy Chaos, it's the other person's turn. Just full stop.
Use Ex Machina, though, to break the wall, get that positive bonus and the hard knockdown.
What's the mix?
Ooh,
throw.
Plus frames there on the gun draw, just harassing with the 5D.
Red RC forward just to get the reload off. Oh, the 6P? That's a crazy challenge.
Not only 6P, but 6P immediately into gunshot. 2K2D.
No reload, though. Man, I think I'd rather be out of focus than bullets, honestly.
Interesting burst coming out for Pooltoy. They think that they could take this here, but the low to the ground air throw is going to close out that round.
That was a really good throw. Recognized the opportunity of Pooltoy trying to jump out of that corner. They didn't want to be on the ground. They just scooped him. I don't know if I believe in this matchup, Jobber. I think I was much more of a believer in the Goldlewis.
Yeah, I mean, I'm inclined to agree with you here. Dende is just unstoppable in this mirror match right now, and the 6S with the perfect gonna go up 2-0.
That looked goofy. The fact that they just kind of floated into the wall stick. All right, 2-0 Dende. Let's see, who do they face if they beat this? The winner of Marvelo versus Corey.
Oh, Marvelo versus Corey is gonna be kind of fire. Kind of fire, actually. But looks like Pooltoy might have accidentally dropped out of the lobby here. So we're going to have to get them right back in, or maybe make... Oh, there they are. Their avatar is just, like, phasing through the ground there.
Yeah. Yeah, the lobby systems...
Gonna stick it out with Happy Chaos. Okay. I respect the decision.
I disagree in the politest of ways. With respect, I guess, but we'll see. It's game 3, chat. It's game 3. We've seen Pooltoy play 3 characters tonight. They rocked it with the Faust in the earlier matchup. The Goldlewis had some stuff to do, and now we're on to the Happy Chaos. The man himself, the problem of season 1. What was it? 1.8, 1.9, 1.7, something.
The problem of Strive right now.
No,
but there's the run-up throw. Oh, tries to take the corner there. A nice cross-up, but Dende was ready for it.
Yeah, went for the roll, but was a little late on the gunshot, and so it wasn't actually a tricky mix, but they're actually going to come out ahead here. They're going to take the round.
Yeah, all right, looking a lot cleaner there. Nearly a perfect as well. There's the jump in, but 2K Duty comes out from Dende. Roll forward, gets the counter hit 5D.
Oh my god. Just shoots him out of the back movement there on the whiff dust. You cannot... It doesn't matter if you whiff dust or not, because...
Yeah, you're still safe.
Yeah, you still followed up with gunshot. The roll mix is... That was filthy. I'm saving that for my collection. That was sick.
Oh, man, but Dende weathering the storm and threading the needle there with the 2K2D Doctor.
It's a good mix. The red RC backward, trying to buy a little bit of space. The burst, tempo-wise, trying to keep it forward, but will that mean that they don't have it for round 3, potentially?
Quite the hero burst, but they're able to maintain this pressure. Covers the whiff with the gunshot.
One gun. They got a couple bullets. Oh, they made it work. Oh, the curse went too high. Oh, no.
And Dende sitting on set point now.
Yeah.
And Pooltoy just backing himself to the wall.
And I don't think Pooltoy is going to get a burst this round. It's going to be incredibly tight timing. They may yet get one, but the tempo burst coming from Dende, making sure that they can keep the wall control. Gets the air throw again.
Oh.
That filthiness on the BRC JP. Next, all right, yeah, we'll get a burst technically from Pooltoy, but
able to burst immediately, but
it's
not invincible. No! Oh my God, Pooltoy tried to go for the tactical roll to avoid the Deus Ex Machina, but the Deus Ex Machina is not invincible. He might have been able to beat it with the gunshot versus May.
Yeah, this is gonna be a really, again, fast-paced match. We talked about how Gorilla, the Leo May matchup was gonna be. This is next level.
Yeah, I mean, you see the size of that fly swatter that Corey has in his hands right now. Going to be trying to fish out with a lot of that JH, right? Already taking to the skies where May really excels, but Marvelo answering with a great 6P. 6H anti-air. Oh my God. Are you dead? No, not dead. Corey does not have the meter to go for super, but that was already a 50% damage combo there off of just one 5H or 6H anti-air. And Corey takes round number 1. All right, Marvelo starting off strong with the pressure there. Staggered. Harassing with that 5K, 2K, but Corey, we saw this before against Razzo, right? Corey is so good at pressing out of pressure, finding the opportunity to thread the needle and escape. So Marvelo is starting to keep things a little tighter now. There's the plus frames on the Gamma Blade. Able to punish the Dolphin, 2K, 2D, OTG, right into more plus frames.
It's always plus frames. Look at that. The red RC into mix, into, what was that, triple overhead? I got hit.
Yeah, hold this spin pop.
Yeah, it's just one after another. I don't know where he keeps them in his bag of tricks, but they always come out right when Marvelo needs them to. And again, look at the challenges he's coming through. If any of these go wrong, your health just disappears.
Here's the burst on the up Dolphin as well. Corey, not phased at all, immediately rushes in. Counter hit, 2H.
God.
Oh, that could have been dead with a different route.
Yeah, I think I don't know what they wanted. I was going to say they wanted to go for more mix, but like, if you don't have to, why bother? But we got swag combos coming in here from Marvelo. Gets the hit as well. No counter, so they are still alive.
And the command throw.
Not enough for the RC to cover it. And I think Corey's literally one hit away from burst.
Yeah, and that means Marvelo is going to go up 1-0 here in this matchup. The unfortunate part is one of these players is going to have to go home.
Yeah, these are the bounty hunters of the bracket, I would say right now. I mean, when you look at who's left, we got Umisho, NBNHMR, Dende, like those are, you know, some top tier characters. It's 2 Happy Chaoses and a Nagoriyuki, right? Like these are our low tier heroes coming through on May and Chipp, believe it or not. So they're one man standing against the rest of the field at this point.
There's that run up 6P though, just trying to beat out these air options from May. What? Wow, a 5P against May in the air? That's kind of scary.
That is 3-frame privilege, I'll call it. I don't think the frameage has anything to do with it, but it's a 3-frame 5P, so take advantage of that when you can. The BRC trying to get some mix.
Nice escape there from Corey, not going for anything fancy, is able to land a close slash into a conversion here with the red Roman cancel.
Corey's air routes look so good. They get so much airtime and they go coast to coast and just set up sick plays like that.
I mean, I hate to be the one to say it, but I think May has some of the coolest looking combos in this game.
It's a good thing that taste is subjective, John.
There's the 2K2D. Tries to go for the crossover. Corey's ready for it.
Oh.
A punish.
Yeah, just crushes his skull with the handle there. Oh, Alpha Blade coming through, but we're ready for that. We're going to block those. RC low. Up Dolphin. Leaves plenty of time for the highs. Into more Dolphins.
All right, 5H. 6K. Tries to go for the double overhead there with the fast RC JD.
Oh, that counter hit could be huge problems. Marvelo has the RC available, gets the burst, but we're heading into the next round, Jobber.
Yeah, just like that. And that's really good for Marvelo. They're able to take the burst from Corey.
Yeah, that's pretty crucial heading into the beginning stages of this next round. They should be able to get it back as long as this goes long enough, but Marvelo definitely in a better position to get theirs, but they definitely want to close it out before that happens.
A little bit of a shimmy there, tries to go low, goes low again, but Free Willy, 60% of your health bar just vanishing.
What a grip of damage. And the up Dolphin over into throw to get schmixed. Oh, 2K2D. Empty jump into throw mix. That's not something we see often here from Marvelo. They love pushing those air normals.
Where he's able to escape the corner, but Marvelo is sitting on just over 50 bar. Has an RC to spend. He's going to spend their burst dash. Counter! Oh my god. Corey is so
no
lucky.
He's still alive. The 6K! You're a demon, Marvelo!
The 6K, was that... Help me out, chat. Was that 5P or 6P that just came out from Corey? I want to say it was 5P. Because I feel like 6P... If 6K beats 6P, man, I'm uninstalling this game. No, I'm sorry.
So that's the tricky part though, because no, that was
5P. Okay,
that was
okay,
5P.
yeah.
That was 5P.
That's
yeah,
what I
yeah.
thought. That's the thing, though. If Corey would have gone for 6P, that would have been a completely different round.
You know what the tricky part is? So 5P and 6P are nearly identical animations. It's just that 6P, she lifts her back leg a little bit.
Yeah, they are very similar for sure.
Yeah, 5P does not give you those upper body invulnerability frames. So it will, in fact, be beat up by the 6K. And what a start again for Marvelo. It can easily be lost, but you just gotta weather the storm of dolphins, really. Top dolphin. That was grimy.
Oh, and you saw Corey tried to bait out the burst there, but Marvelo waiting just long enough. He was able to escape the corner, coast to coast.
One more sequence left in the tank. Can Corey stay strong? We get the 2K2D knockdown, side swap mix.
That gets crossed up with the dreidel there.
Good button. Good job. Really good button.
It is.
Oh, and you're whiffing that against Marvelo? No chance. No shot.
Oh, I love the up dolphin, though, to escape from the corner. Gets the overhead kiss into a full confirm. Yeah, summoning Yamada.
Yeah, gonna bring Wailord out of the Pokeball again. Massive damage. Sets up a potential one-touch round here.
What?
But I don't know what happened, Jobber. I cannot explain that
I'm looking
to
at
you.
the instant replay.
It was the current play.
Backdash BRC forward.
Oh, we got another reversal, but it's blocked this time. Oh, Marvelo baits the burst again. They don't have enough damage, I don't think. There's no way. Yeah, they have to go for the reset. The dolphin forward to bust out of the corner. Marvelo still needs one counter hit to do it. They didn't punish the grab.
Oh, and the dust. 5D tap. Corey staying alive here for another round.
And Maze Dust is wonky. It is so far. I cannot blame Marvelo for getting hit by that. But Marvelo still on set point. Still just needs the one more round to continue on in this loser's bracket. And look at the whiff punishing coming through coast to coast. We're on an airliner.
Oh, going into the skies, unfortunately putting themselves
Air
in
throw.
the corner. Corey says, sit back down, hold this beach ball, baits out the burst. And we are going to game number 4.
Madness.
Yeah,
Madness.
What a scrambly last few rounds there.
Man, Marvelo's usually so strict with their burst, too. It's not common that you're going to see them get baited like that.
Well, we got the Corey fan club, the Corey supporters in the chat here, hyping up their boy.
Yeah, there's a few of you guys. Damn. Well, I guess it makes sense. You got the Jellyfish Pirates that roll through. Whereas Chipp is a lone man as the president of a country.
The president of the kingdom of Chipp.
Oh, no!
Yeah, Marvelo
dude.
had to burst there.
Yeah, there was no way you survived that otherwise. Tension on the board now. Burst still available for Corey, but I think you hold it, honestly. All right, maybe now it's getting kind of dicey. YRC. Oh, you have to burst. Once that YRC is blocked and your life is flashing before your eyes, no chance you can survive. Uzumaki Barrage, you're May. You don't have good guts. You're dead. Just kidding,
still
chat.
gonna survive that. Thanks for the channel points.
Yeah. Man.
Oh, and there we go. Marvelo once again sitting at set point.
That point. No burst on either side. Corey's is going to get theirs first, believe it or not. But will it be in time? Will it be? I don't think so. RC mix. That was sick. Chat, you got hit. Don't lie.
Oh, and there's the 2D coming out.
First available. He went for the air grab.
Oh my. All right, this is it. If Corey gets touched one more time, that's gonna be it here. Marvelo is gonna take it 3-1 over Corey.
Alt F4 squad is out in force tonight. There's been a lot of card games at my fighting game tournaments. It's crazy. The other one that's been going around is I've seen Dominoes and I can't remember the name of the other game.
Mahjong.
Mahjong, yeah. There's been the automatic Mahjong table going around at majors. There's an East Coast Throwdown and CEO, I believe.
But right now, Nubenheimer, your CEO Taku champion, putting the pressure on Umisho here. Yeah. Umisho trying to escape from the corner. There's the run up 2K2D.
Escaped successfully. Still has bullets in the gun as well. Gonna be able to go coast to coast. Definitely gonna spend that cash. Take us to the next side of the world. Gonna get some Oki, but what is the Oki option? They've Happy Chaos players for the most part. All right, I was gonna say for the most part they've been doing just steady shot, but different option comes through. Oh my god, the time to confirm that hit was bonkers.
And that was nearly coast to coast as well. Gets another hard knockdown. Nubenheimer is sitting on 100 meter, but they're not gonna get a chance to spend it at all.
Nope. Not as a Nagoriyuki player. Not in my house.
And there's the DP already building up a ton of blood here in level 3 right off the bat. Umisho baits out the burst. She is looking unstoppable at the moment.
Yeah. Slight hiccup in round 1, but everything since then, top notch. They're going to be able to close it out here with that Deus Ex Machina again into the next set of scenery. But this is, again, a very huge life lead coming in against Nubenheimer. And now, get the Brain Blast, a couple bullets. They should be looking for a reload. That was Remi. Oh my.
Just trying to reach a little too far away there. Umisho is going to take game number 1.
The animation is right there. Like the grab hand of Nagoriyuki just like phases through Happy Chaos, and Happy Chaos is just like, back off, 6 feet.
Oh man, Umisho looking pretty dominating in that first game, though. We're gonna see if Nubenheimer can really start to make that adaptation, be able to get in and stay in, because the last thing you want to do is go back to neutral against Umisho's Happy Chaos.
Yeah, no, worst case scenario. Hate it. Every aspect of it. Not fun. But good round start again coming into game 2. Gets the Beyblade forward, but they're just back throw. It's safe, but it's not plus, so you gotta be careful about that. Forward throw again. Oh, the mix.
Yeah, Deus Ex Machina once again through the wall.
Still alive, has a little bit of health to work with, has the burst available too, but we'll see you next time.
And Umisho once again with another dominating round here. Nubenheimer really needs to get something started, and this could be the beginning of it here. Fishing with that 2S, forces the burst out of Umisho.
That's certainly a way to start, but Clone wiped out that time, but usually it's actually a pretty strong thing against Nagoriyuki, right? Like they have pretty big, heavy buttons, so it's not something you can just tap away for the most part. But all right, we got mix, PRC, and that's the forward throw. All right,
that's the redemption throw.
Yeah, they woke up. 5K. Not the prettiest start, but it certainly counts as a start. Umisho just walking out of the corner too to follow the Fukio.
PRC able to pick up with the close slash. Not quite enough, but there's the decapitation. Nubenheimer takes game number 2 with a perfect here, tying it up 1-1.
Hello? What is that damage?
That's Nagoriyuki damage.
Yo, nerf this character, please, Daisuke. I'm done. You had your fun. It's over. Let us play Guilty Gear.
Nah. You can tell Daisuke really likes Nagoriyuki.
I know. Why have you forsaken us?
Same thing. He really likes Johnny. That's why Johnny just kept getting better.
Heading into game 3 here. Round start trade. Interesting enough. But pressure back on the side of Nubenheimer.
Great shimmies here with the 5H. Gets the burst out of Umisho. Now just has to maintain this pressure and take this round.
That's us, though. Always tough to deal with. Is that close enough to the wall? Yep. Little bit of vacation coming through. Gonna be able to get the close slash starter for the Oki. Fukio is just too slow fast. It didn't work is what it didn't do. But YRC trying to play defensive here. Umisho sits at the clone again. And look at that point. Wow.
Oh,
You're
no.
dead.
Yep, that's a wrap for that round here. Really unfortunate for NBNHMR, but is maintaining the burst into the next round.
They tried to Fukio a YRC, and that was what really sent them over the edge there into the Blood Rage. But now, tap dust. Shimmy mix with the high jump.
All right. Oh, looked like Umisho maybe tried to bait out the burst there.
Yeah, I think so.
But accidentally got a super jump instead.
I believe you are correct there, Jobber, but just ready for the landing frames there. 2K2D in a full sequence.
Oh.
And you're dead.
And that is wonderful awareness from Umisho, right? You could have expected them to go straight into Deus Ex Machina, but they let it drop and went straight into focus, knowing that NBNHMR was going to go into Blood Rage. And now Umisho, she is up 2-1.
Pretty lightning quick. I looked away for a second and we find ourselves in this situation. But yeah, the Blood Rages tonight have been not ideal from our Nagoriyuki players, right? Like, we look back to our Testyourluck set earlier against Dende, and it was a very similar situation where they just kind of, you know, rocked too hard in the paint. They got the blood explosion rage, and then they lost the round. And it's a similar situation we're finding ourselves in here in Winners Finals.
Yeah, for sure. And now Umisho is just one game away from moving on to Grand Finals here at Dreamhack Beyond. Runs right into a DP at round start, but you know what? At least it wasn't a counter hit, right?
Yeah, no counter hit. Didn't get too much after it either. And you're already forced to use your own burst as NBNHMR. That's a little tragic, but everything else, you'll take it. Everything else that's happened this round, we're celebrating.
I like the idea that NBNHMR tried to go for there with the PRC drift forward to avoid the 2K2D, but it didn't work out, and Umisho literally dancing on top of his head.
A little bit more. Go to the Brain Blast to recoup the brain goo. Let him down up the wall for the full reload. How many overheads are we going to have to block?
Oh!
All of them.
This is just disgusting right now. Honestly. Umisho now sitting at set point here.
That was 4 overheads, and they followed it up with a tap dust gunshot afterwards. The fact that NBNHMR didn't get opened up before then, weird.
Starting off this next round super strong here. Maintaining
Definitely.
blood.
Oh, definitely swinging for the fences. Still just needs the one more touch. Oh, they whipped a big button, but no punish.
That is a picture-perfect round there for Nagoriyuki in this matchup, right? Keep Happy Chaos in the corner and stay just far out enough that they cannot counter-poke you.
And this is an even better start, believe it or not. Through the wall we go. Oki, or not Oki, positive bonus, excuse me, into Beyblade again. Burst baited.
And we're going to game 5.
Hell yeah. Gonna be able to close this out. Wall is definitely gonna be more than enough damage. Game 5, chat, here in Winners Finals. Umisho versus NBNHMR. Winner secures that Grand Finals side.
So many, just so many final game matches here in Top 8. These players are so evenly matched up.
That's what you want. You want a top 8 that just never ends. We've seen 3-2, 3-2, 3-1, 3-2. We're not going to talk about losers quarterfinals, but here we are in winners finals going to the 3-2 again, one way or the other.
Here we go, NBNHMR trying to go for the DP there at round start, but getting hit by the big counter hit 2D. Umisho starting off this round incredibly strong.
I talked about Happy Chaos normals earlier in the night, and they're still really good, chat. Update for you there. In case you were wondering. Man, that's such a tough, like, frame trap mix to really worry about against Nagoriyuki, right? Is the far/target combo, because when they opt into the third one, if you just block it, the world's your oyster. They're -17, but that's why they don't opt and go for it. So I feel like a lot of people get caught unawares by it.
Good blocks though right now from NBNHMR. Gets rid of the clone very early on. You do not want to allow Umisho to keep pressure on you with the clone, but it's not gonna matter. The fast RC into the gunshot. Set point now.
That's crazy. Did you see how far Nagoriyuki was rolling along the ground there? No wonder that gut shot works. Only one shot left. Uses it during the roll through. Gets a couple on the knockdown though. And the roll through is sick. It's so tough to deal with a lot of the time. No bullets to follow up the air overhead, but now it's Newbenhammer's turn.
Here we go. Straight into the super. This is going to allow a hard knockdown mix-up here for Newbenheimer going through the wall. Needs to capitalize on this moment.
Good freaky close slash, just trying to get it. Didn't believe in the second hit of the DP, but still makes it work. YRC
gets the throw. RC, final game, final round.
I don't know who's going to win, Jobber. I could not tell you.
Oh, and why is 2D just beating out all of Newbenheimer's best options? Beats out Beyblade, beats out DP.
You gotta hold that.
Why is this allowed?
Because he's Happy Chaos. He's the main antagonist. You need something for him.
Oh, there's 2 throws in a row. Fakes out going for the third one here. Harassing with the lows. BRC, beautiful 2K.
Yeah, beautiful challenge with the 2P to interrupt the forward momentum there of Newbenhammer. Oh, I didn't breathe. I thought that was enough, but oh, the PRC to keep themselves safe, but 2K.
And that was really tragic because Newbenheimer had to go forward.
And just like piano it, it's just like, it's insane how fast you can FD dash block. It's not possible in anything else, so yeah.
And that dash blocking skill that Marvelo has is going to be very good in this matchup, but unfortunately a whiff throw is going to allow Dende to get a ton of damage here.
It's very close to dead. It's still alive, but it's not healthy. Alive, but not healthy.
Yeah, and the hard knockdown is not good either.
Okay, I respect it.
Yeah, just trying to go for something there, right? The meter's not going to go on into the next round anyway.
Yeah, and I mean, at that point, right, like, it's a Happy Chaos matchup, right? You know that you're not going to come back from a 1% HP bar between Chipp and having to worry about your tension gauge. Don't even burn out your brain. Just go next, try and get it better around start, and that's exactly what Marvelo's done so far.
Yeah, and plus that Hail Mary Super 2 would have hit if Dende came in with the gun out, right? You can't, Happy Chaos cannot block while the gun is out, so it was a good option from Marvelo, but very dominating performance in this second round here, tying it up.
Yeah, Marvelo is actually pretty smart about not wasting their mental stack in rounds that are completely gone, right? Like I said earlier, they're very protective of their burst. You don't often see them go for or fall for burst baits or hero bursts, but this round, they got hit. That's all it was. They got hit.
And there's the 5D again. So hard to block the mix here in the corner against Happy Chaos, and Dende is going to take game number 1.
That 6K is really good too.
Every button that Happy Chaos has is really good.
But they're all negative.
It's a little obscene. It's a little obscene. See, look, honest footsies.
He's not wearing shoes, you're right. It's just crazy because you look at it, every button that he has is negative, and then you keep scrolling down until you get to gunshot, and you're like, oh, it's plus.
Look, everything's plus when the gun is out, okay?
It doesn't even need to be out. Jobber, you just hit heavy slash.
So there's a nice 2D whiff punish. And Dende just with great challenges here against Marvelo's pressure.
Oh, but again, you got to worry about these whiff punishes. There's something Marvelo's so good at, but just a little late on the close slash there. Forced the YRC.
That was interesting. I think the Gamma Blade actually caught Dende's backdash, which kind of threw off Marvelo's timing to get the pickup. And there's the roll through. Going to reload a couple bullets. Lands the taco, and that's going to be the round. It's a KOF thing. It's the same button he already has.
I was like, it's the second time you've said that, and I don't understand the reference. But now it's all coming together. Like, I would like to see Marvelo's gameplay come together, but they adapt well. They just have to make sure that they play the matchup the way it's supposed to be played as the Chipp player here. Back throw is a great start. Try and push him into that corner. Try and build up that risk gauge as much as possible. Don't give him a chance to fight back. Happy Chaos doesn't have any reversals, really.
Yeah, none at all. Honestly, not even the supers.
You go YRC.
Oh! Dende reloading in Marvelo's face. The absolute disrespect there.
Oh, and then the back throw in the air. Marvelo is shaking. Everything's falling apart. Burst still available. I think you hold it, though, as Dende.
Yeah, pressure still on. It didn't have any mirror to be able to close that out.
Overhead. Gonna get blocked into the RC, but
there we go.
Eventually the armor cracks.
The dagger 2Ks are what is going to break that armor. There's the chase down. Curse is on, but it's not gonna matter. It immediately goes off once Happy Chaos gets hit.
Yeah, and Marvelo's not gonna get a burst this round. The way they whiffed it meant that they had an empty bar earlier, so that's just not a factor this round. Marvelo has to be picture perfect on defense.
I love the 6 feet into the Gamma Blade. There's the challenge with the Beta Blade, keeping Dende locked down in the corner with the harassment on these K normals.
Keeps it burst safe. Goes into the overdrive, gets the Oki, gets the positive bonus. It does leave burst for the next mix-up opportunity, and there it is. But it's just not fast enough. RC, now you're dead.
There we go, Marv. Tying things up here, 1-1. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if we see another game 5 here.
I could see it. The way Dende was playing earlier and the way Marvelo plays usually, I can fully see a game 5 in our future. It's really going to come down to how Dende plays defense, right? Because you have to block Marvelo constantly. He's a Chipp player. He's up, he's down, he's left, he's right. Like, you never truly know where the Chipp is coming from. And you cannot have gunshot out for that long. You cannot be at the ready. You have to play neutral with your normals.
And Marvelo is already doing a really good job of challenging in some of this pressure as well as the match goes on, right? A well-placed 2K. Burst does not want to hold any of that damage from Dende.
Yeah, the 6K beat out the clone, but I don't know if Marvelo just thought the clone was going to expire or what, because that is not something you typically see, but now he's going to not be very happy with his life bar at the moment. Oh, he's dead.
Okay. Yeah.
He died, chat. His life bar is at 0.
I definitely thought he was going to be alive there, but Marvelo not phased, immediately going into the next round hungry, pushing Dende to the corner. Dende able to roll right out.
There it is. That is one of the best options against the clone, especially if your opponent hangs out close to the clone. It's multi-hitting, it hits both sides, it hits pretty much whatever you need it to. The other option, if they clone right in your face, is you can just mash jab. It's a 3-frame jab for Chipp, so great opportunity to bust through that. But speaking of busting, we're going through the wall.
No, we're not! Too far away. That is actually so good for Marvelo, right? Being able to put Dende in the corner. Oh. Hold up.
Because he doesn't get the positive bonus either.
Cross up with the Alpha Blade, but now he has 50 meter to work with. Goes for the overhead with the JD.
Oh, he could have got shot.
Oh, the whiff punish on the 2D, though, from Dende. Gonna go up 2-1.
It's looking tough right now for you Marvelo fans out there, myself included.
That was one hell of a whiff punish there with that 2S.
Yeah.
And now Dende 1 game away from challenging Neubenheimer.
Yeah, this is just a tough matchup. It feels like we say that a lot in regards to Chipp, just simply because of the HP pool that he's working with. But I mean, it's still a struggle out here. 6S, and you can't punish it because the gun's at the ready.
There's the DP through, gets the counter hit.
Yeah, just bust out. There's that dash block that we've talked so much about. But even a JK, you're not plus enough to get a button out? He shoots him.
Yeah, and Dende is only down to 1 bullet now here, so Marvelo needs to capitalize on this opportunity. 2K2D forces the burst. Actually love that burst option. You're not allowing Dende to get anything started or get that reload, right? Keeping the pressure on them, keeping them sweating.
Has to still close it out, though, and that can sometimes be the hardest part. As a glass cannon, you did all the work to get him to one touch, but then you got to get the one touch. And now it's apparently a two touch, but Chipp started becoming a factor there. You had tons of tension, but you can't FD forever.
There's that 2D round start, goes to the OTG, but IBFD into the whiff punish. Okay, Dende.
At dust, still plus with the gunshot though. And I like how they delayed the gunshot, honestly, after the dust, trying to bait out a potential button press there from Marvelo, but look at the life lead coming into this. And it's only getting worse.
Slump goes to the overhead mix-up again. Gonna close up the round, and now Dende is sitting at set point.
Set point for the Happy Chaos player. One of two remaining here in the top four. That was a crazy just block, and still able to just mash out of the offense of Marvelo, forcing out a burst super duper early, especially with Dende still having theirs. Look at them backdashing. No fear for the danger bonus coming through, because as soon as they get a little bit of pressure, they run with it.
There we go. Deus Ex Machina to send through the wall. Dende with a substantial lead here and a positive bonus.
Curse applied, has full bullets, is out of concentration, but they do have potential for a brain blast. There it is, blown out.
And the whiff punish once again. 2S coming through for Dende, able to close it out 3-1 against Marvelo. Been grinding.
Yeah.
Been grinding and getting better and better.
And I mean, they already played Umisho in the winter semifinals, and Bubenheimer also already played Umisho in the winners finals. So let's see who's going to come out ahead, who gets their rematch.
Here we go, Bubenheimer already starting to harass with these long-range sword normals on level 3 blood, but Dende able to escape.
Busts out, gets a nice little sequence here, and all this time, Dende still has burst. Never got over eager with that button. Is going to get some positive bonus for their troubles.
And a hard knockdown. Immediately sets the curse right into the fade back gunshot.
Even set up the clone, because it is incredibly tough to deal with Nagoriyuki. We saw him send out a clone before the wall break to beat the clone, but... Oh?
I like spending the RC there, right? Spending the RC to immediately see if Dende is going to pop the burst, and the BRC straight into the 2D.
Yeah, just the one whiff normal coming out from Nagoriyuki right at the end there. Might have thought they were close enough for the OTG, but it just whiffed. And the BRC 2D comes out. It's one of, again, Happy Chaos's best normals. So, here we are.
Great IBFD there from Dende, but eats a cow. Oh my! Oh, wow.
No fly zone.
I love the immediate cancel into the 2H. Just let him know.
Clone down. Fukio forward. That blood gauge steadily climbing just about into the level 2, though.
Yeah, and that was the unfortunate thing there was Bubenheimer was already had such high blood that even though Dende ran out of focus, he couldn't really capitalize on it, right? Because Dende just ran away.
Roll through successful one more time. Tap dust, even on a big body. Oh, but you caught reaching? Listen, man, this isn't Street Fighter. You don't have to take the throw.
There's the... Look at this mix-up game. Milia who?
Yeah, right. Talk about deleted characters.
And Dende just with a blitz of a mix coming through with game number 1.
That is the Happy Chaos I always wanted to see. Like from week 1 when I was like, man, this character's got some pretty good mix. And then everybody's like, no, Gun Go Burr. I'm like, that's boring. Just, you know, do some crazy stuff with the character. And now they're doing it. So, love it.
I mean, Dende looking really strong there. Let's see if Bubenheimer can start to adapt.
Duel 1.
It all starts here, right? You don't want to go down 2-0 against the Happy Chaos player. They will draw it out for you. You will have to play the bullet hell that is this game. And it's just not going to be fun for anybody, really. But Beyblade comes through. Immediate burst coming out from Dende. I like it. Sends it back full screen. Even though you got the wall to your back, you can still fight out of the corner from there.
All right, nice counter hit on the 2K, able to confirm that into the 5K, into a nice big damage combo here, sending through the wall.
Curse applied. And this isn't, I wouldn't say this is as healthy a life lead as you may think, even though it is a two-touch game, or two-hit game here for Nagoriyuki. But like, Happy Chaos is pretty good at deleting life bars.
Look at this, just spending the bullets here, goes into the super focus. Roll forward, trying to bait out a throw attempt.
Yeah, no, not reaching this time. The red RC just to make himself safe, but the presence and the defensive mind there of NBNHMR, they recognized that there was no more tension, so they weren't going to get a Deus Ex, they weren't going to get a Brain Blast. Once those bullets and focus were gone, Dende was going to have to do something else, and they took advantage of it.
Great pickup there with the far slash after the trade.
Again. And they crashed the wall.
Yeah, this time gonna break it with
go.
the super.
So what's the Oki option though, right? Do we go for a Fukyo or a Beyblade?
Probably clone Fukyo. No, goes for a super jump. Okay. I do like the option actually, saving the blood until you're up close, because Chaos has no reversal, so it's not like they're gonna be able to do anything.
Yeah, and I mean look at the gauge. Everything's cranked. The risk was super high, the blood was getting high, the tension was high, like everything was getting maximized there, and NBNHMR takes game 2 and ties it up. I would say dominantly. I would say that was pretty strong play there.
Great adaptations there from NBNHMR. Now going to take this into game number 3. And yes, chat, I agree. Dende is just crazy. Dende has been playing out of their mind tonight.
Absolute madman.
Here we go, jumping straight into the next one here. Yeah, NBNHMR definitely put the pedal to the metal a little bit more in that second game, right? And it really paid off. Being a lot more aggressive. Here we go, starting off aggressive with the DP at round start.
It's really good. I don't know what to tell you, Trevor. It's just such a good round start. So few characters can honestly challenge it and, you know, be the outright winner there. So it's just a very strong option. And look at where we find ourselves. Oh, OTG doesn't come through, but it's a pixel. Gotta wait your turn.
There we go. Yep, just throwing out the clone and following it up. Right out from NBNHMR, goes from Fukyo forward immediately into Beyblade. And one thing I noticed from NBNHMR is they really like to go for explosive options that immediately put them into level 3 blood, right?
Yeah, they want to make sure that they get those enhanced normals as quickly as possible, because it does change how this matchup operates, right? Like suddenly Happy Chaos has to either be in your face or in the next zip code to really be effective. But that BRC just cost you the round.
And the DP there to get the wall stick. Dende dying with burst. You hate to see it.
Yeah, I mean, it is kind of telling that maybe players are starting to really practice these burst safe situations, or sometimes you just don't feel it. Sometimes you're just like, nope, he can't kill me, and then you die, and you're like, oh, alrighty then, I'll see you next game. But man, NBNHMR 2-1 currently over Dende, looking for that winners finals rematch up against Umisho. That was honestly so close.
Had to burst there. That was going to be an absolutely devastating opener if Dende did not spend the burst.
Caught the landing frames though. NBNHMR doesn't have to spend the burst. In fact, won't get the chance to. Brain Blast versus Deus Ex? Doesn't matter. We're going right back to the other zip code.
How does he fly up that high?
He's a vampire.
True. That's right. Slayer can fly. Here we go. There's a 5H, 6H as well to get the OTG.
Some of the full vampires from Blade can fly too. Right? Am I wrong?
I think so. It's been a while since I've seen Blade show.
I think it was the one with Ryan Reynolds, so that might not actually be a good one.
That's the third one. Yeah, that's the bad one. Blade Trinity.
Yeah.
Hey, Morbius can fly.
Also true. Also bad. And here we are on the bad side of the health bar here for NBNHMR. Not looking great here, but the Brain Blast keeping Dende in contention for the round. But do we ever see a burst from NBNHMR? I think they hold it for round 3.
Yeah, I mean, you have to look at the risk gauge, look at the amount of meter that they have. Bursting here wouldn't be beneficial.
You might just die, honestly, as soon as you get hit. But where's the overhead?
Oh,
found it.
Out the overhead. That's exactly what NBNHMR was saying. Where's the overhead?
Yeah, we found it, chat. It was right there the whole time.
But it was actually a low.
Hate to see it. But yeah, round start already. Set point here for NBNHMR. They get the Beyblade counter hit, and you have to burst it. You die otherwise because Nagoriyuki does so much damage. Oh, where's the target count? You're dead.
Oh, that's it. NBNHMR takes it 3-1 over Dende just like that.
That was bonkers. It was, what, 3 interactions? All right, no, there were a few interactions there, but no, that was a lot of damage very fast. Yeah, because I mean, not only do you not have the tension to go for RCs and overdrives, the things that, you know, really enable your higher damage situations, but you also have to look at the straight up matchup, right? Like how often, like if you burst there, it literally resets back to neutral, and it's still Nagoriyuki versus Happy Chaos. Like that neutral is not fun to navigate. Yeah, he was successful in it. That doesn't mean it was fun. Doesn't mean he wants to opt into that option when he has 1 touch of health left. But here we go. Umisho versus NBNHMR Grand Finals, chat, here at Dreamhack Beyond.
Here we go. This is the run back from our winners finals as well. In the winners finals, Umisho did take it 3-2 over NBNHMR. So let's see if things are going to change here.
It was close, chat. Trust us. Don't watch the VOD. It was close.
So right now,
DRC dash cancel. Oh, right.
She is just keeping that pressure on, able to get 2 focuses in trade for not being able to get that Oki.
Counter into the target combo, gets the vampiric touch to drain all of that blood, and now it's a fresh slate. Counter hit again coming through. Look at the blood though. Doesn't matter. Oh, might matter.
What's that supposed to mean, Tong? All right, there's the jump back. 5H comes through the decapitation.
Yeah, I don't see the correlation. But round start successful again here for NBNHMR. But back throw could change everything. Here we are in P2 corner again, catches the backdash with that 6S advancing normal.
Oh, goes for just the 6K there. Uses the plus frames.
Oh,
the nice 2K immediately into the Beyblade. NBNHMR fighting their way out of the corner.
Yeah, I keep talking about how Nagoriyuki doesn't have great options against the clone, but if you're not prepared for how fast that 2K Beyblade situation is, it's up there with pretty good options.
All right, burst comes out, though, from Umisho.
Yeah, she really didn't have any other option, right? Look at the HP bar. So fast.
But NBNHMR, in a quick fashion, taking game number 1.
The momentum changes from this patch where you can now add the Frikyo momentum to your Beyblade. I don't think it's like super utilized because it is such a high blood draw, right? Because you're using 2 of your specials that, you know, matter, but like it's really good at catching people unawares, especially when you're down to that last pixel.
Yeah, for sure here. And we're going to be able to see if Umisho's going to be able to make that adaptation. They were able to pull out that adaptation in the winners finals, obviously. But NBNHMR is coming fresh off of a Happy Chaos matchup against a very strong Happy Chaos in Dende. So they are definitely warmed up.
Yeah, definitely has the practice. And I mean, at this day and age, you have the matchup knowledge, right? These are some of the 2 more played characters in the game at the moment. So both players definitely going to know what they're hanging in with. But there's that Beyblade coming through again. Instant burst. But the mixed game of Happy Chaos is absurd. grabs the whatever that button was coming out of NBNHMR, and now you got a burst too. Defensive options are slowly being whittled away from both players.
And there's the run-up pressure again. Umisho just kind of weaving in and out with the offense here, able to stuff out NBNHMR's fast RC 2S also with the 2K.
Oh, you're dead. Those guts aren't going to protect you this time, my guy.
Yeah, you're going right through the wall and into the next round. And there's the 2D round start. 2D round start seems like a really good option against Nagoriyuki in this matchup. And
Yeah.
Your health.
Yeah, half your health. Didn't even need to have an overdrive on deck, but blocks the gold burst, and now you just die again. That's all right. That's game 2, chat. Moving on, but yeah, the 2D round start is super interesting to see how it works out, right? Because it is, you know, an incredibly long-reaching normal, and it's so low to the ground that a lot of the options that Nago has to start around very successfully just are too tall. So it's an interesting conundrum that Nagoriyuki players are going to find themselves in, because I wouldn't expect it very often out of a Happy Chaos player to just round start 2D, honestly.
Here we go, jumping straight into game number 3.
Is 2D? Nope.
Oh no, it's just gonna be dash block here. All right, but that's gonna already put NBNHMR into level 3 blood right off the bat here.
Yeah, lots of resources being spent already, but that's the things you can do with those resources spent. Couple Fukios forward and back though. That blood gauge looking kinda nice, but the burst may have saved Umisho, but never mind, she's dead. She's dead. She's dead.
There's a just block though. Burst comes out from NBNHMR.
I don't know about that one, Chief. That was so early.
That's the level of respect that NBNHMR has for Umisho, right? You're 1 hit away from winning. You have nearly full health and you burst.
Man, that is... Maybe that's why they're in grand finals and I'm here on the commentator booth, but you're dead.
That is why we saw the burst from NBNHMR. They did not want to be put in that situation, and Umisho able to make a hell of a comeback there.
She just cleaned this block. Just, I got nothing. I've never seen that type of situation occur like that. Nagoriyuki just on the defense, just no hope at surviving. He's a big body, so like these things happen, but man, NBNHMR has burst back, but Umisho's just playing on a different level.
Yeah, just blocking Umisho's mix-up is so difficult here. NBNHMR finally able to get a nice BRC confirm. Backdashes the YRC. Okay.
Just block coming in here for Umisho. She's in this P1 corner, but not really afraid. Gets the 2D situation.
Too far away. That's the hit. Umisho lets the burst rip.
And I think that's fine. I think that burst is okay. Maybe now not so much, but we'll see. There's that 2D start. It's tricky, but it doesn't have an unanswerable situation, right? Like you can, as you see, the Fukio backwards opens up a lot of opportunity. It is super negative, so you have to gunshot to keep it safe.
But NBNHMR just trying to fight their way out of the corner right now. Looks like the Blood Rage is coming just at the very edge.
Yeah, that's really tight timing. And now, like you said earlier, you do have to play this awkward approach game of Nagoriyuki because you can't Fukio, so you can't build the momentum. You have to do that, just jump forward at them and hope that they, don't immediately crush you. And now we got the Brain Blast in, and this is what everybody wanted nerfs, right? Is just standing there.
Yeah, but it's still a valid option to close out rounds for sure. NBNHMR finally able to find a way in, but the pressure string ends, and Umisho is going to go up 2-1.
At 6K, launching NBNHMR into the sky really was the seal the deal there. That button, again, incredibly strong. Catches a lot of people off guard with how fast it can be sometimes, / how slow it can be sometimes. But
yeah,
right?
Happy Chaos is definitely just, the toolkit is built to weave in and out. 2 forward-moving normals, a long-reaching far slash, a long-reaching 2S, and special moves that move him backwards. Yeah, I mean, this character's just built different.
I mean, even 6S that, you know, is like the haymaker of problems. It's 12 frame startup. Like, it's pretty fast.
Yeah. And it moves forward.
And it's an advancing normal. And if you're a Street Fighter player, you know how the world works against advancing normals. You know that they're not always super fun to play against. But regardless, I mean, look at what you have to contend with against Happy Chaos. In and out, backdash, forward dash, gunshot. Like, it's the mental stack to play against this character is super high.
All right, and she's going to break the wall here with the 6S. Umisho going to take the round here, now sitting at tournament point, Doctor.
Tournament point indeed. I find a less dominant run unlikely at this point. I mean, Umisho has completely ran the bracket up to this point. NBNHMR had been the most stalwart person against them, and this is the state that they've been reduced to.
There's the roll through, has Mir to work with this mix. Can NBNHMR weather the storm? The 6K, they get caught.
Still alive, but it's guess for game on next mix.
Oh, the IPFD though.
Oh, and the challenge. No burst available. That should be enough.
Oh, goes for the gun draw to close it out, trying to get a high damage ender, and Umisho is going to take Dreamhack beyond 3-1.
3-1, completely on the winner's side. Did not lose a single set to anybody, even going ahead and completing the winners finals run back against their opponent NBNHMR.